Just call me and we'll see what's up. If you feel like you're down, just call me and we'll see what's up. If you feel like you're down, just call me and we'll see what's up. If you feel like you're down, just call me and we'll see what's up. If you feel like you're down, just call me. Just call me. Feel like you're down. Feel like you're Just call me. Just call me. Just call
Until that day, till all are one.
Hold. We have no audio.
Power shifts of strength.
I only took accuracy.
Oh no!
We have audio.
Well then, we're good? All right. Who knows how much of our hilarity you got before we were ready? Hello! We're back! It's the final episode. It is the finale. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us, coming on this exciting and strange journey. Following these 5 superhero teens. Everybody, how you doing? Players?
Good.
How you feeling? You ready? You
Excited.
No.
Scared.
Terrified.
Excited. Yeah.
Terrified.
Solid
Excited.
no on that one.
Solid no on that one.
It was a really cool, fun teen adventure, and then we went through a portal to this nightmare. So, you know.
All right. So for anybody who's new, little bit, 5 superpowered teens, they have been transported onto a floating stone platform surrounded by swirling blue and purple energy. So the story so far, after a group of supervillain wizards abducted local hero Backlash, not Backwash. Starting off strong.
That's a D-level hero.
At the Reef Mall, while Hattie, Zach, Alex, Roach, and Ruby watched, these heroes of the Reef set out on a rescue mission. They fought a bowling ball golem, stole a limo, battled wizards at the high school, and found a secret laboratory underneath the band room. Just as it seemed like they were getting the upper hand against the Visionary, a severe-looking Heron Mirren-like wizard lady who turned out to not be their science teacher as expected, she teleported away, which destabilized an already dangerous-looking ball of strange multicolored energy. So, with that little bit of recap, thank you so much to our two sponsors for this short Cypher System campaign. Our two sponsors being Roll20 and Monty Cook Games. So Roll20, if you don't already know, is a virtual tabletop that you can find at roll20.net. You can play all sorts of games on there, including the Cypher System like we're doing, or like pretty much anything else. They've got character sheets for that. You can put in your own maps and tokens and everything and customize it as you need. An account is free, but a pro membership or any sort of paid membership will get you additional features and no ads and all the fun stuff. Our second sponsor, of course, Monty Cook Games, the designers of the Cypher System and wonderful folk. They donated a gift card for every one of our episodes. So if you're new, make sure to stick around until the end, where we give away a $25 gift card to their web store. Did I miss a joke? Did I make a joke?
No, I was just doing the thing that Patrick hates.
Oh, it's Little Heights. And to be clear, everyone is eligible for this gift card. Even if you've won it before, make sure to put your name in. You can win a second time. So stay with us until the end. Did you have a question? Or
Can
you
I
just
win?
Can you win? No. Cast cannot win.
Oh,
You
I
said
was just
it.
going to ask if I could win. Dang
You
it.
said everyone.
You get
No.
the gift of playing the game.
Hey.
I just want to add something real quick.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like you undersold it super hard.
Hmm.
It wasn't like these teens have teleported to a crazy swirl dimension on floaty rocks and
Yeah.
everything's super cool. And like, what if we just chill here for all eternity? I believe there was something on the horizon that you're not mentioning.
Oh, we'll get there. There will be a little bit more of a
Okay.
recap.
That's
It's
like
cool. Yeah.
that's a little bit later on. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's worrying me for the last week. So
Oh no. Don't
Yeah.
let that get under your skin.
there
No,
was a
it's not
certain descriptor word for it. Hungry was the word that was tagged on.
That's cool.
That's been on my mind.
Well, I mean, do you want me to get into it now? Are we ready to go?
I would like to rip this band-aid of our demise in the astral sea.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, wicked curveball that it wasn't the teacher.
Mhm.
Literally,
Yeah.
like a gut
Yeah.
punch to me. I was like, what?
Your ears are filled with an abrasive, howling wind. Everything seems blurry as you open your eyes to a brilliant blue and purple sky. Nothing seems to stay still as you look at it. You're surrounded by gray stone pillars and flailing silver chains that seem to hold together this massive, smashed stone platform. In the distance, you see something vast, a shape that slowly takes form as you look at it, turning into something humanoid and massive, but predatory and hungry.
There it is.
But to put it into scope, scale, your ants looking up at this thing. It hasn't noticed you.
That doesn't
I
make
just-
it better. Why
Yeah, that was not. Was that supposed to be reassuring? Is that how you speak to your children? It's fine. Death is real.
And so around you, you see the forms of the other people who are in the room with you. The unconscious forms of the two wizard technicians who are working on this. Backlash, the superhero in his blue and gold outfit with the flowing red cape mask down over his face. The other two people who were plugged into the machine. And your teacher, Dr. Deborah Danthris.
Who was really helpful.
Incredibly. We should have let her loose immediately. She would have been way more helpful. So this is super cool. I don't know what to do.
Zach, what do we do, Zach?
Like, guys, man, hey, you big thing over there. What's up, dude? How you doing?
So not what should be transpiring
And
right
like
now.
at that moment, Dr. Danthris, she just throws her hands up and she says, "What are you doing?
Yeah, we're all
Don't
wondering
draw
that exact-
attention."
Oops.
And she kind of looks around and she says, "We've spent so much time studying this place. I didn't think I'd ever see it."
This place is being
How familiar are you with multidimensional theory?
incredibly.
Not at all.
Okay, well, this is not where we're from. This is somewhere else.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
brand new information. I thought this
And-
was Tahiti,
It's a beautiful place.
unlike this place.
I'm just so glad I'm not like the only one that's confused, man. Like that's refreshing to me. This never happens.
So
Like
new.
I was just thinking maybe like, I was the only one that was seeing that giant monster and the blue and the purple and the squigglies, but no. So in a weird way, I guess you could say I'm really relieved. It's kind of
How
great.
did we get home?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird. Should we wake up the wizards?
I mean,
Is that bad?
we can try, but... And she kind of like looks at them.
They're just mooks.
They're okay workers.
Do you know these people? What is your connection to what just happened?
We need some more information.
Like, toot sweet, madam.
We need an adult.
And you're it.
Yes, I do know them. That's Rhett, and she points to the guy with the trucker hat that's kind of fallen off, and she says, "And that's Stephanie." We're all part of a group. They're called the Hermetic Order of the Argent Hold.
What?
That was too many words. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to repeat that.
I don't know those words.
Well, I mean,
Really?
it translates to
Tell me like I'm 5.
people who study magic. And, well,
Oh, guys, I'm one of those.
Are you in this order?
You
I don't
belong in the
know. I don't-
Futor?
I don't think they invited me, guys. They're mean.
I mean, they are not the type of people you really want to be involved with. Honestly, I'm...
Wait,
I
so
mean,
why should we trust you now if you're a bad guy?
I have different ethics than they do, different beliefs. I'm from a different sort of group, the esoteric order of the Argent Hold.
Wow.
And
Nerdin'.
I joined with them, used my gifts to help them study what they had created, and was gathering information for my group, which is more of a collective, more of a bunch of minds that are, curious, as opposed to, and she kind of like nudges one of them, power hungry.
And I turned to Topher and I'm like, so there's 2 groups I wasn't invited to?
No, so listen, I think, because she said she's from Argent Hold, right? I'm pretty sure that's in South America. I'm pretty sure I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
Argent Hold.
I couldn't get the meetings. It's
We're
fine.
not
I
in
get it.
science. We're not in class, Hattie. You don't have to raise your hand.
Dr. D, Do you guys wear pink on Monday or Wednesdays? Do you wear pink on Wednesdays?
Look, I'm not as old as you think I am. I understand the movie reference, but
No, I'm just saying,
no.
like, are you guys a mean group?
My order is not, and I was placed as a mole in the group that has very, very negative worldviews.
You were placed as a mole in the group that wears pink on Wednesdays. I get it.
You're a spy. That's so cool. But how did you go in between meetings? Like, if one of your meetings is like in North America and then the other one's in South America because it's an Argent hold. I don't know how that
Topher,
works.
no.
Yeah.
No, they're all
That's
here in the
Argentina.
Oh, right.
Argent
Argentina.
hold is in Western Plaguelands or Eastern Plaguelands. Eastern Plaguelands.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also not
Ruby,
playing
you know
World
what?
of
We'll start
Warcraft.
our own.
I'm just
we'll
saying that's where
start
the
our
Argent hold
own
is.
magic group.
Yes. Can
Not in
our
Southern
thing?
And we'll make it something that people can pronounce instead of like esoteric or whatever they said.
Okay, yeah, I gotta ask a question. How were these groups formed simultaneously? Because that's really close to infringing on each other's copyrights.
Well,
Like
no.
real close.
Originally, the Hermetic Order came out of an organization of practitioners of magic along the same, around the turn of the previous century, early 1900s, same time as, Crowley and those sorts. They studied magic and somewhere along the way, I believe in the 60s, my order split off. Again, we're not in class. You can just...
Ruby has a
I
question.
tried. You weren't listening to me. I don't understand why we don't just get home. Like, how can we get home? Like, why are you telling me about all this history?
Please.
Oh, Ruby, here we go. Why don't we just
Let's
open this
go.
door? Here we go. Oh, that's right.
If you have any ideas, please share with the not a class.
We're basically in class at this point.
Dr. D, I don't think you get to be sassy here, okay?
Yeah, you're the responsible one. You're the
your fault.
Yeah, we're the students, man, and like it's your right, or like it's our right for you to like do stuff because you're the teacher and like we're the kids. So
I'm just saying,
figure it out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, don't sass.
Wait.
And also save us, okay? Okay, thanks.
But wait, can we go back to the other thing? Weren't you guys like stealing our power? Like, what was going on?
The visionary Emma.
Oh yeah.
The head of the Hermetic Order was using the latent energies from superpowered individuals to create a reaction between our world and the leftover sort of like a carved off piece of a larger extra dimensional energy.
Is that what this is?
Dr. D, are you just making this up on the fly? I swear, because it feels like you are. Like, I feel like you don't know anything what's going on. I feel like you're acting like you do.
Okay, you all have powers. These three on the ground.
Thanks to you.
So do you.
Yes, I do. These three on the ground unconscious who were in that machine, they also have powers. What you have in common is the time and manner in which you gained your powers, which coincided with a ritual created by the Hermetic Order of the Argent Dawn. Hold.
Argent Dawn is in Eastern.
Yeah, no. You mentioned World of Warcraft. I haven't played in years, but now you've got me thinking of it.
Yo, so
It's like Argent and not
dude, lady, chick,
Dr.
teacher.
D.
So like
I'm gonna call her Debbie.
all these people around here that we knocked out are bad guys, and you want us to believe that you're a good guy, but you were on their side. And then I'm supposed to be quiet and not yell at that thing, which is the only thing that's different around here.
Okay, a couple things there, Zach. Sorry to interrupt.
So
One,
like,
we
what
knocked
are
them
our
out?
Other options, like jump down into this big vortex.
No, I
I-
wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that. That
Oh.
looks crazy.
Okay.
That looks like you'll die immediately.
And don't
do
yell
that.
at the thing. So
Yeah,
we
don't do
sit here. Let's draw. Ruby, you love to draw. Start drawing shit, and maybe you can draw a portal out of here.
Oh.
Well, it looks like there's-
Honestly, no
runes and
ideas
shit.
are bad ideas.
The jumping in the portal is a
Wait.
bad idea.
You sound like my
Well,
mom.
that was a
Like
bad
that.
idea.
Yeah.
But like Ruby, you know all about those symbols on the ground that make magic or something, and we keep seeing those symbols like every time we go anywhere. So maybe if you drew a bunch of them, like it would make a portal. Like maybe.
I don't think that that's a bad idea, and I can help you with those. We could try and do large enough rune, perhaps tie it to someplace back. I mean, the easiest would definitely be where we came from. There's probably sort of a sympathetic bond or a fissure that we could go through. There is a larger one in the city, but I wouldn't recommend that. That would be dangerous. And most likely
Why?
run into the visionary again.
Good.
So 6 months ago, when their plans came to fruition, they opened a rift between our universe and another. There is essentially a hole in the worlds that just spits out energy. And the first time it happened, it covered the city. A lot of people were suffused with that power, and sort of it bonded with them. And that's where all of you apparently and many others gained superpowers.
Would you say
Now-
it's like a portal? A dark portal pierced between two realms.
It's more of an iridescent portal,
Ah, okay, so it's going somewhere else.
heavily guarded,
Outland.
not accessible. But Emma, the leader of the Hermetic Order, carved off a portion for herself and was attempting to create another source of energy.
That's what
Why
she was
did you
doing in the
wanna do
basement of the
that?
school?
Yes, that's what she was doing in the basement of the school. She wanted to increase her own power, and to make that portal bigger and more stable, she needed to draw the latent energies out of people who had them.
Is that what the everlasting gobstopper was? A little chunk that she carved?
Yes. I have no idea how she smuggled it out, but she apparently did.
How's Hattie's gonna be checking on Backlash. How's he doing? Is he conscious?
He's like semi-conscious. He's kind of looking around, but really dazed. The same with the other two people. Like, they seem really, really drained.
Damn, Hattie's just gonna have to like cradle him as he's like lying and like give him some water and see if he wants candy. Oh, it's terrible.
Meric, if you could roleplay Backlash, just between you and Jen for a little while. Okay, wow. Not the most romantic of your two
You can at
unions,
least say I'm pretty. Jeez.
but is what Hattie says to him as he's unconscious. You could say
Oh.
I'm pretty. What?
There's a sudden piercing sound and a bright light. And everybody just kind of cringes. If you'd all take 1 point of intellect damage,
No, I would like not to do that. I have
ignoring
very little
any
points
armor
of damage.
you have.
Oh, it's like a hurry up check.
It's Meric putting a clock on.
What?
No, he's got his stupid timers. Meric, you sent us to Outworld. You can't expect us to just puzzle solve.
Can I use magic training to see if I can try to figure out what to write? Like,
Can I use magic to get out of here?
Can
Yeah,
we
sure.
flick the switch and get out of here? Can we add assets to her for this? Is it possible
Yeah.
to aid her with this?
Only
Not
if you
me,
have
but someone.
training. Only if you have training in magic. And so, in this case, Dr. Deborah Danthris will be able to help.
Can I wake up one of the magic nerds?
Yeah, if you want to provide some medical assistance. Corey,
Try to-
do you have a question, or is it Zach who has a question?
So like, I guess it would be both of us, kind of.
Say it in both your voices simultaneously. Layer them.
So like, while they're working on that, I'd like to use my understanding on the creature, I guess the creature.
Oh, okay. Like to try and see if it has any weaknesses?
My apologies. Sorry. No. Understanding is I observe. Or
Yeah, that's
study
find the
something.
flaw I was thinking of.
Yeah, exactly. And then my next interaction with that thing gains an asset.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Corey.
yeah,
Don't interact with it ever.
I'm just studying.
Yeah, but
It's-
there was a key part of what you said, which included the word interact.
Right, but if it attacks us, then I'm interacting with it.
I think then it's interacting with the entire place in its giant fist. And
Kumsi,
And we
you know what?
did.
Look at it.
Yeah, as you look at it, you get a sense that you shouldn't look at it. It doesn't seem to make much sense. Its form changes. You get a little bit of that like pained headache behind your eyes.
Oh.
Don't look at it for too long. It doesn't seem to follow rules.
That's
One of
dope.
Meric's
That's really
games
dope. So
has turned from a regular
cool.
kind of
Thanks.
game
Thanks. So,
into some sort of dark mythos game.
No, we're in Shadesmar.
all right.
No, I could handle that. No, I couldn't. I'd lose my mind. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so Amanda, you're going to start discussing with Dr. Danthris what you might be able to do and make a magic training roll. Okay. Sounds good. You'll probably need to clear a space to be doing this work, so you can have everybody else dragging bodies away.
And
People.
Patrick's trying to wake up the one wizard, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll do that. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll do that first, and then if that person wakes up and is, happy to help, then
Do you want to move backlash with me? Just like over here.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like away from everyone, behind a pillar, maybe?
He said, we're moving people out of the way.
So
Sure, I'll help you if you need. And then I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, she's
Because
like, get away
I
from
can
me.
take a hint. I can take a hint.
He's
When?
mine.
okay,
Guys,
so
consent is important.
Do you consent?
so who does Alex go to help?
Definitely Stephanie.
Scarface lady?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so are you trained in any sort of medicine?
Not even a slight amount.
Cool. Make an intellect roll.
Winging it.
How'd you
Would
do?
you like a free intrusion there, sir?
Ooh,
Oh,
DM
no!
intrusion? All right.
Sorry,
So
no, it's strong.
you go over to help her, and you start to like shake her awake a little bit, sort of thing, check her wounds and whatnot, like heavily shaking her, and she snaps awake, skids away from you, and falls off the side.
No!
And
Watch
she's
her,
like,
see where she's going.
Okay, Meric, how fast is she falling?
What do you want to do?
What's the
I'm gonna
signs
bolt
behind
ride to her.
You're gonna bolt ride
I
to her,
can't bring
okay?
people with me when I bolt ride. Never mind.
Okay.
That would be useless. I would just show up and be like, "Hi."
And she's like doing the Doctor Strange flippy thing, and she's trying to grab stuff. Floats away.
Like in space
Oh,
kind of
no.
style?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Let me
This
just-
is not
can I-
good, guys.
can we
This
just-
is not good. This is very
Can we
not
just
good.
put a pause on that real quick while I look up Bolt Rider, just in case I can't
Okay.
take people with me?
Yeah, sure. We'll pause right there. We don't. She hasn't quite passed out of vision yet.
Whoa,
But she does
time out.
eventually pass out of vision. Like, we don't have to just keep watching her fall infinitely, because that would be the worst.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
you
if
can
you
hear
do
her
like the-
nonstop. It doesn't change.
If you do, you know, like, I think that spec might be her.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah, it says
evil.
you can. I can't take people with me.
All right.
To put it into perspective, isn't she a bad guy?
Yeah, but I wanted her knowledge.
Well, go
I
with the
know,
other
but
one.
I mean, like, she's not necessarily was going to help us to begin with.
You
We
got
would
I
have
mean-
to fight her.
So
I also
couldn't
did
you,
scare her to her death, so
Couldn't you
I
like
felt
lightning
bad.
ride to her, try and like get any information, and lightning ride back?
tell me how to get out of here.
And I'll
We
bring
just
you
have
back.
to do this. Okay, bye.
Tell me, and I'll bring you back. JK, bye.
It's
Also,
only a
extra
long
plug for Monty Cook Games and their NPC deck. Goodbye, Stephanie.
Bye, Stephanie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I healed you to death.
Yeah, she had swimming, climbing, and jumping related tasks at +1 level.
Bye,
She gets
Felicia.
Not gonna
Unfortunately,
help her.
that's not flying through astral dimensions.
Maybe she'll be able to swim to something. Maybe she'll come back as like a grizzled Cable-like character.
I hope that.
Maybe she'll like pop out and end up back in Argentina, guys. It might work out. You don't know.
Like Alex and Roach are just kind of watching and saying this. She floats away.
I feel really bad.
It's okay.
Only
the
kind of
engine
bad because I
needs
did
you.
lightning punch her in the head like
Right.
15
I
minutes
mean-
ago.
I guess this sometimes happens if you're gonna be like heroes. I guess I don't know.
Alex,
What's up?
bro?
my head hurts. Go wake up the other one.
What? Does he have
Longer-
Tylenol?
No, the longer we're here, my head hurts. So if you're gonna get answers, we at least have a spare.
Oh, somebody else do it because I chased a woman off the edge of a cliff.
Does
into the-
anyone have healing?
Ooh.
Nah, that's crazy
No.
talk. Who would have healing?
But I guess I'll
Why
go
would you
try
think
to wake. I'll try to wake up the other one. But I'm not gonna do like what Alex did. I'm just gonna like from really far away, just be like, hey, excuse me, person, are you still sleeping? Please wake up. Okay, thanks. Please.
And then who's dragging the other two like powered folk?
Hattie will be doing that.
Okay, so there is a
She sounded
Oh.
so dejected about having to leave Backlash. Like, I guess.
Has anybody tried their phone?
Oh,
No.
shit.
I'm trying to make a TikTok here, but what's happening? Is it working?
yeah, no bars.
There's no service.
Guys, it's
Although
not
it's
working.
charged to 100%.
Oh, that's kind of awesome. But guys, how am I supposed to capture? Like, no one's gonna ever know.
Roach, just save the
So-
video and post it later.
Oh man, you're so freaking smart. I forgot about like just videos that aren't like directly live. Like I never like edit the videos before. I just like do them like right in there in the social media. But now I forgot. So I just start taking a bunch of like random video clips.
Fun fact
of,
about
like, there's like a rock floating, and I'm like, oh guys, okay, check out this rock, man. I swear, I'm not even doing any. I'm not even touching it. No, and you guys,
Look,
you guys
no
know this isn't my-
strings.
it's no look, ma, no hands, and like also you guys know that my powers. I can't make rocks float, so you know I'm not making this up. And it's just like now that you've suggested the idea of like phones, Roach is just off videoing. He is completely checked out now.
Fun fact about being friends with Alex since he got his powers: no one's phones ever go below 50%.
So you can
Always
see
charged.
the two people with powers. One of them is sort of like a late 20s woman, red hair, long coat, and then the other is sort of like a middle-aged, pot-bellied man with a bright pink turban, thick beard.
I'll try to give them each candy. I'll like leave a little candy in each of their hands in case they get hungry.
What a confusing way to wake up. You look around and you're like, and I, what?
Okay, and
This
then
is
so
weirder.
Roach has been distracted by making videos. Rhett has not woken up.
I'm gonna real just quickly take an action rest.
Okay.
Just a
Yeah.
recovery roll.
Well, I'm gonna do my magic then. If we can't get the wizards to cooperate.
I mean, nobody's really tried to wake Rhett up.
I'll give it a shot after I'm done. I
Right,
steal
so it's only
myself.
a 6. Yeah, it's just like a. Okay.
Okay.
Roll.
Don't chase them off the edge. Don't chase them off the edge. Don't chase them off. Okay.
So, guys, check this out. I'm gonna film Alex because last time he did this, guys, this person flew off the edge, and man, I didn't have my phone ready, but it was crazy.
This is the look you see.
I mean, not filming you, Alex. Just do your thing, man. Don't worry about it.
Just like.
Hey, guys,
Not at
it's
all.
awesome. Just wait. It's so cool.
All right, so an
I'm
intellect
much
roll.
more obvious than that. I'm like,
17 intellect roll.
The 17. Yeah. So he wakes up and he's kind of woozy. He's definitely, pretty hurt. He looks up and he's like, "Where in Sam hell are we?"
I don't know, but I need your help.
What do you know about magic? Go tell her right now, or you go throwing off this. You fly off this thing.
he'll do it, man. He threw Stephanie off there. He did.
He did. She's gone.
So,
come
like, was
cooperate.
Stephanie with a PH or an F, though?
Both, I think. I don't know.
Cool.
And so Rhett kind of stands up and he dusts himself off and he looks around and he's just like, I don't even know where to start with this. I guess we're working together now.
Yeah, or you're going off the side. So make your choice now.
Okay. And he goes over and like he talks with like he walks over to Dr. Danthris and she like shakes her head like very vigorously.
Speak
And then
louder
she, like-
so the whole class can hear you, traitors.
And she kind of like grabs his shoulders lightly and pushes him towards Ruby. And so the three of
I
you
have a
can
thing I can do here on him, because he's
Sure.
a bad guy. So, like, I can totally, what's it called?
Kill him.
No, not that word. Impart ideal. After interacting for at least 1 minute with a creature who can hear and understand you, you can attempt to temporarily impart an ideal to it that you could not otherwise convince it to adapt.
Okay. And so like you want an ideal of like altruism,
Yeah, exactly.
helpfulness?
Yeah, like an ideal of like not being his normal bad guy self.
Mutual destruction.
Right. So you just hang out with him and you just kind of like, look, we're all in this together, man.
But I open it up with like, so like, what's your power do? Oh, cool. Hey, look, I got this cool shield. Oh, and you can do that? No, that's dope. Hey, you know what's cool though? Like using this power to be like dope, you know? And that kind of shit.
Okay. So you have 2 people helping you, Amanda. You have 2 assets reducing the difficulty by 2 steps. It is a secret difficulty as you begin to sort of plan out the steps that you might take to somehow get you home from wherever you are.
Look, we're learning to help each other. Hey.
Hey, Meric.
No. The random strangers are helping me. Let's get that
And Zach.
straight. That's
No,
true. That's true.
Zach.
I just thought I'd call it out because it was funny.
Just maybe like if there was like slightly more confidence in the way that you phrased what our plan is here, it would be it's just making me feel better.
Absolutely.
So, am I rolling? Am I
You're
rolling to see if I know the magic, or am I rolling to try to do the symbols to get us out?
Basically, your first roll is just trying to come up with a plan, to work with them, to theorize and think, what can we do? We thought about putting some runes down. How's that going to look?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So I am going to reveal, one of my most favorite things ever. It is a clock.
Oh no.
No, I mean, yay.
Right up here at the top, there is a progress clock for getting yourselves out. And actions that you take to get yourselves out of here will move the clock forward. When you succeed, the clock ticks once. You can spend effort on a success to tick the clock again. So, you have succeeded. If you would like to, you can spend intellect to add more ticks. There are 10 ticks on this clock. You have 1.
We got an octopus.
Could I take like an hour rest now? Cause like I'm tired, bro.
You don't have an action rest?
No, I used it.
I don't know if we have an hour.
Oh, I'm pretty sure these ruins are gonna take a while.
And it has to be intellect that I use.
It does.
I don't know, guys. Like, intellect is what I use for everything. I am like useless with no intellect.
We die here if you don't spend intellect.
I can try to help. I'm not very. This is.
I just mean like, I don't know. Like, I might be crazy, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But like, I think it's magic that's gonna get us out of here, and I need intellect to use most of it. Like, should I be saving it to actually try to do more like things rather than the extras?
Just
Yeah,
as
I
a
guess-
quick second,
Yeah.
Meric, doesn't the wizard stick help?
The wizard stick does help. It reduces the difficulty of any magic that you are doing. You're not currently doing magic, but it will act as an asset if you are actually casting magic later.
Damn it. Well, I can teleport a long distance straight in the air and fall to my death. Would that help us in any way?
I can draw symbols, Rubes. Like, it's not much.
I'm actually
but I
really
can
smart.
Just try helping draw them.
Okay, so I use one of my.
Sorry.
Sorry, it went crazy. But okay, so should I use one of my intellect then, hoping that we can work together, or am I saving the intellect?
Yeah, I guess my question is like, are there going to be more different tasks that we're going to be doing throughout this time that will help? And then we can all spread out the points.
And like the thing is, like, we don't know right now, and like most of the magic, and like I'm not a pro, but like most of the magic is from Ruby's knowledge. So I just don't know what, like, I don't know. I guess I don't play D&D enough to know, like, what would you guys do in this situation?
Patrick has his hand up.
Yes, he does.
So
Go, Patrick, go.
I'm intelligent. I am trained in all actions that involve remembering or memorizing things you experience directly. Would that count as watching them do runes and then being able to do runes?
I also have a thing.
I think that would help somebody else to do it when they can like say you need to do this, but you need to do it elsewhere. But right now they're kind of like
figuring out what to do.
Yeah, they're improvising some jazz right now. They're like, maybe this. I think this. We could tie the energy that way.
Skibbly bop.
Later actions are a lot more open. This is just the first action. Jen, what's the thing that you have?
I have a cipher for perfect memory, which again allows me to mentally record everything for 30 seconds per cipher level and store that recording permanently in my long-term memory. So if they figure out what to do, I can repeat it perfectly.
So, what I would say, Amanda, is you have succeeded on this roll. It'd be good to just get some more successes on the board because you're at 1 out of 10. Other people can take other actions. And you might be able to take rests to recover your intellect.
Okay, let's do it.
Because we live here now.
Okay, so how many levels of effort do you want to spend? What is your edge in intellect? 1 edge. So you can spend 1 level of effort and spend 2 intellect. Or you can spend 2 levels of effort and spend 4 intellect.
Okay, we'll go with 2.
All right. So 4 intellect out of your pool. The clock ticks up twice.
MVP, Ruby. Those symbols look really good.
And so you spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes talking with Dr. Deborah Danthris and Rhett, and you get the sense that both of them are like technicians. They don't really have the art of the magic the way you understand it. And so they can tell you that these pieces connect, but you start bringing in these ideas like, but, you know, if this and this are connected, then, you know, it's a little bit more efficient and it looks a little bit better and it ties to this energy in this area more. And you get this collaborative work going where you really start taking the lead in improvising a new spell. Now,
Ruby, can I like film you doing this? This is so cool, man.
Ruby does not reply. I'm like in my own world. There's like music blaring so loud in my head right now. I'm not hearing anything else other than like the 2 people that I'm talking to. I'm like, what?
I'm gonna take a die and roll that right now.
That sounds
Okay.
scary.
Good. Could everybody please take 1 intellect damage?
Oh, God.
Ah.
And then Patty,
No, and then. Ooh,
GM intrusion.
thank you.
So
I
you
take
get
it.
1,
Yeah,
and you
that's
may
not
give
good.
1 to somebody else.
I'm definitely gonna give it to Rubes, who is doing all the brain work.
Okay. And Hattie
Right.
suddenly feels the ground becoming insubstantial. You look down, and your feet have glitched just a little bit. Then the rest of you glitches, and you're down in the stone, and then back up. And then you slowly start falling through the platform.
Whoa. Can I try to catch her or something?
Yeah, what do you do?
Is she like quicksanding
Um,
through, or has she just
Yeah.
fallen?
Quicksanding. How
No,
does
no,
Roach
no,
grab her?
no, hat!
Can I try to somehow telekinetically push her like upwards to like not have her feet sink? Oh shit.
You just knock your wine over?
Oh no.
Yes, but it's okay. There was not that much left. And it just went on some paper. So we're good. So can I do that without spilling wine everywhere? Okay, thanks.
Absolutely. I didn't know that Topher had telekinetic powers. Let's do it.
Does Topher have telekinetic powers?
I do, but the thing is that I'm realizing is it'll cost me intellect, and we're like taking intellect damage all the time. But you know what? I think it's just a gut reaction.
My life is
I think I'm
worth
gonna gut reaction. Well, yeah, I think that's my best approach, right? Because the other thing I could maybe do is I could like far step, try to leap and grab you out of the air, like try to like tackle you.
All
out
right,
of
let's
not
figure it out.
sinking.
Roach,
She's
you got no
sinking.
time. What do you do first?
I just jump. I try to catch you. I far step. I go, whoa, whoa,
All
whoa,
right.
whoa. I actually drop my phone and I'm like, Patty, watch out.
Watch out, the ground.
Okay. So you far step forward and you grab onto Hattie. And Hattie, you felt like everything around you has just lost like all substance. Like everything just feels wavy and like you're passing through everything. But when Roach slams into you, that is connection, that is something solid, and the two of you tumble and roll, and Hattie is no longer glitching through the floor.
And I have my bottom half of my body.
Yes.
Just tackles you and you become real, but it shears off your top.
I'm also gonna say this is because I'm I'm a clumsy person, so it's not very graceful. The spell says you land gracefully, but I'd like to flavor text it that I kind of like tag, and we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
like all over.
There wasn't
Patty!
a garbage can, but you end up in a garbage can.
Where's that garbage can came from? Are you okay, man? That was crazy.
This is a teen superhero thing. We obviously end up in some sort of weird position.
Face to face. Like
Yeah.
way too close.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you so much, Roach. I did not like that.
Hattie, what the fuck, man? What's going on?
I don't know. We gotta get out of here.
I'm working
Was it
on
like
it,
your
I'm working
powers
on
or something?
I couldn't control
Was it
them.
like you couldn't control your own powers? Oh
It's
man,
like I
guys,
didn't
that's
exist
not
anymore. I had no substance.
Meric.
For a second, your powers felt a lot stronger.
Ooh.
But in an uncontrollable way.
Yep.
You really electroded up
But
there.
if we could figure out how to control that power.
No, Ruby, then you just be fire. Keep working.
She just melts forward through the whole thing and just falls away.
By the way, Hattie, I
She's
think
totally in her own world, and then all of a sudden, if we could figure out how to control
I could
that, and you're
be
like, no, keep working. I'm
Graze
like,
the
okay.
Phoenix.
But Hattie, you shouldn't say you don't have substance. I think you have a great personality. You're awesome, man. Don't talk about yourself like that. You're a stand-up person. I really
love
like
all
you.
your
Do you have
characters.
any candy left?
But
You're not
Topher
any
is
of those.
by
you're
far
not
my
any of-
favorite.
You're not any of those fake people, like my mom, who doesn't like follow through on her promises.
No, Meric, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
my mom, she just keeps letting me down. But you're my real family, Hattie. You're right. You're my real
I'm
family.
gonna wait for Kaity to just throw the gut punch at you, like at the tail
Sorry.
or middle of a joke.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Unexpected. Drew
Ha
came
ha!
out of nowhere.
Funny. Really serious. Funny.
Okay.
Everyone goes, oh!
So, you have planned out this this sort of improvised spell that you figure is going to connect where you are with where you came from, with the basement that has that sort of sliver of that interdimensional rift and energy. So now, need to start putting it into place, drawing, carving, basically. Nobody's got any drawing utensils. Actually, you could do a player intrusion. Somebody could spend an XP and be like, oh, I did have my paint kit in my backpack. Or
I
you could just
will.
be like grabbing rocks and
I have
carving.
lots of XP if you need me to.
Oh, I also have lots of XP.
I
So
don't.
you should do it because you're the artist. So you might have like sidewalk chalk or something, fans.
You're the artist. You might have sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
What
Or
about
something.
those
Oh
Stickers.
no,
Or
Ruby
spray
has an
paint.
idea. Oh no, Ruby has an idea.
She's a gun.
Hattie,
Graffiti.
I need candy. Stat.
Ah! Whip.
It's 4 episodes of counting.
And then I just like put the candy on the ground in a pile, and I pull out my lighter and melt it. and then move it all around to like make it into the symbols that I
Ruby,
need.
no! Ruby, we don't have that much food left, man! Oh my god, I'm freaking out! Ruby, what could have been? We might starve, you guys!
If you get out of here, you can have all the candy you want.
Why was
Somebody's got to be holding Roach back.
Eating molten candy. Ah!
it's burning now? Ruby, I only have like 8 mini donuts left, man. I'm freaking out. I just start stressing on my mini donut.
If only we were given slightly more time to get those nuggies, we'd be
Yeah,
good.
we didn't have dinner. Ruby, we didn't have dinner, man.
Nobody's
man,
eaten since the
freaking
lemonade stand.
Meric, I'm gonna take a
Mini
slow
donuts,
walk
yeah.
just around the perimeter of this circle.
Yeah.
Are those runes actually there?
Which runes?
Like,
Can you ping them on the map?
On the
for
little
me?
stairs, there's runes all over the place.
I just must be zoomed out too far. Yes, they are definitely.
I'm gonna go take a look around, see what I can find out. I'm just focusing on that. I'm gonna look around, see if I can put some pattern together, that kind of thing, pattern recognition. See
Okay.
if I can find something out. I got nothing else.
All right, for sure. So go ahead and make an intellect roll.
Would you call this a perception-based roll?
Yes.
So I have a thing called Curious, where if I apply a level of effort to a perception, navigation, or some other kind of roll, there's a third one, I don't remember what it is, in a place I've never been before, I get to apply a free level of effort.
Okay, sounds good. Once again, a secret difficulty.
Secrets.
Also, can I backtrack really fast? When I said lighter, I didn't use a lighter. I obviously just turned my flame on. Yeah. Just
That's much less entertaining than you holding a lighter to just a handful of candy and hoping to make it malleable enough to shape into magic, and then you get like half an hour and you're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever decided to do.
3rd degree burns.
Behind you, as you're starting to melt the candy to create something that you can like be filling in, you see Rhett just like, what is even going on? And Dr. Danthus being like, no, I think it'll work.
Just because my way is different than your way doesn't mean it's wrong.
Ow! Fuck! Ow!
Ruby, I usually would agree with
Damn it!
you,
It's
man,
so
but, like,
sticky.
you broke my heart. Like, I don't know. Ruby, I'm confused. I don't know why.
I've never seen Roach so emotionally affected by you melting candy.
His mom leaves for 4 months in Paris. He doesn't cry at all. Ruby melts a bunch of candy. He like is inconsolably sobbing.
Just.
Sorry,
Roach?
Amanda's action. I can feel it now on my fingers, and I hate it.
Yeah, sticky hot candy. That would suck.
Ugh.
All right, so Patrick, you are easing the difficulty one step, and you are attempting to investigate these runes.
It's if I spend a level of effort on it, I get to spend a free one. So I
So
am
you're using
spending
the 2
it, so I'm
steps.
reducing it by 2.
Nice. Cool.
And I got an
Yeah.
18.
18. Success. Absolutely.
With a minor
So sort of
thing?
looking... No. 19 for a minor effect. 20 for a major effect.
18 is just +1 damage.
Yeah, in combat. Okay. So you're sort of looking around, and it's just kind of like weird squiggly symbols. Most of them seem like really, really old. But then you start to notice a couple that are newer, that do appear similar to the ones that you've seen the Hermetic Order of the Argent Hold employing. They seem to be like carved in relatively recently. They're very sparse. You notice them mostly around the chains. And as you go and look at the chains, you can see like these are also like new.
Cool. Also, it's Huta. Thank you very much.
Auta?
The
Chota?
Hermetic Order of the Argent Hold. Uta.
Gotcha. So, Patrick.
Yes, sir. Don't give me that. Don't you devils bargain me, you devil man.
I would like to GM Intrude. Would you like an XP?
Yep.
All right. Who are you giving your XP to?
Also myself.
Alas, no.
So apparently everybody's jacked up on XP.
I don't think Topher is.
What's everybody at number-wise? Say a number.
3.
Damn.
Oh, they are all jacked up.
Everybody just nutsing them up. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Zack
squirrel.
Attack.
Zack Attack gets an XP.
Can I spend 4 XP right now for a thing?
No.
Instantly gets it. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. So, you're walking along. Show me where you're walking.
I don't like that you make me have to do this. Oh, sorry.
This is when you abort and say, "Actually, I didn't walk at all. I just looked around a
I
little."
specifically said I was walking around. Do you want me to paint it or like click it?
No. Just move your token.
Oh, I see. Where's my token? Here I am. I'll probably just like start here and rotate myself. Sort of like a...
Perfect. So right there, as you are taking a look at this chain, that's interesting. Then you go to leave, and continue your circuit around.
Oh gosh.
Guys, I was just looking at chains. I'm sorry if I kill us all.
And suddenly you trip. You go face down and you look, and you can see this long black cane that seems to have come out of nowhere and tripped you.
What?
And you look behind you, and there are shadows sort of gathering beside the pillar. And rising out of the shadows, the massive form of Hipster Lincoln.
What?
I've wanted to kill you for so long, Hipster Lincoln!
How dare you? How dare you?
Guy.
I'm
How
so jacked to fight
dare
Hipster
you?
Lincoln, you have no idea. I didn't get a chance to punch him 4 episodes ago.
And as you turn and look up at him, Hipster Lincoln sort of swirls his cane and then readies it in a fighting stance. And you can see his eyes are just filled with dark shadows. And you look down sort of at his feet. They're sort of connected with the sort of material of this universe.
But you can 100% see his ankles, correct?
Yeah, okay, of course, you can see his ankles. He's wearing flood pants.
And like those really short socks that some people like that I can't stand wearing.
So for everybody who this is like weird news to listening and watching,
You know, 'cause of the...
in one of our prologue games, a bunch of video game characters came to life, including Hipster Lincoln. So if everybody could please roll me initiative.
I'm so incredibly pumped to punch Hipster Lincoln. Also, I've discovered previously, turning my shock on my hands does not cost an action. That's an enabler.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
If I want to shock somebody, that's an action.
Hipster Lincoln is level 4.
So I need to beat a 9.
Because you got that eased. Okay, so Zach is going after.
Hell yeah.
I'm going before.
Also
Okay.
going before.
All right, so we got Hattie and Alex before. Amanda, you rolled a 4. Okay, so then we got Ruby going after. Topher?
I got an 11.
All right, you go after. Hattie and Alex, one of you can take an action. Start with Alex. You're tripped on the ground. Hipster Lincoln is above you.
The lightning courses out of my fists, and I want to I'm gonna get it wrong. What's the uppercut?
Hadouken!
There you go. Yeah, that's just like coming up from the ground into an uppercut.
And he looks taller than you saw him in the mall.
Well, I can move a short distance as part of another action. So up to his face I go!
All right. Go ahead and attack.
Oh, I'm
Where
so
is he?
excited to punch Hipster Lincoln. I'm going to use Wreck. Because,
Get wrecked, scrub.
get wrecked scrub. As they say. Perfect, that costs no points. It's just -1 to attack. A 16. 15, technically.
15? No, that's a hit. Absolutely.
That is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah, Alex doesn't mess around when it comes to punching stuff.
You jump up and lightning punch him in the face, and he just his head rolls back, and his arms flail a little bit, and his cane flies up in the air. Hattie, who's nearby, now gets to take a turn.
So I would like to phase sprint over and then disrupting touch him.
Okay.
So if he's flying midair, then I want to do that punch in the stomach midair.
Mm-hmm. So
Say,
do you phase up from underneath him and then punch down, or do you phase into place above him and punch?
yeah, the second one, above punch down.
Boom.
Bow.
All right, go
Setting
for your
up our
attack.
team combos.
Mhm.
That is a might roll. I want to keep my effort for damage, so.
Why
Okay.
should I have done that? Dang it.
Unknown difficulty, correct?
No, he's a level 4.
No, he's level 4.
Okay.
So that
I'm going to spend XP to roll again.
absolutely.
I really want to punch him.
Yep.
Damn it! I'm going to spend another XP. I really want to punch him. Am I
Here
allowed
we
to do
go.
that?
Yeah. You can keep spending him.
Come on, Jen. Roll those dice.
Natural
Don't
20.
do
Oh,
shitty. Shitty, still shitty. I can't sink any more into this.
Okay. So you phase sprint up above him, and you go to punch down towards him. And as you punch, he sort of dissipates in shadows, and then fighting move video game shadows run across the ground, and then he appears behind Alex, brings up the cane and says, "4 score, you little bitch." Smacks you in the head.
Oh, hey. Mine did one damage even on a miss, though.
Oh, okay.
my favorite thing is that this crazy game has us fighting Hipster Lincoln. That's my favorite part of this entire campaign thus far.
So go ahead and make me a speed defense roll as he swings his cane down towards you.
I'm trained in speed defense rolls.
We're gonna move him over here.
I rolled an 18.
We're gonna flip him.
Suck it, Hipster Lincoln.
Yeah. Okay. How do you dodge the cane? As he's appeared behind you.
Like full on Matrix.
Ooh.
Like bend flat, and then I come back up and I go, "Who's the bitch now?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then we got Topher, Zach, or Ruby. Who wants to go next?
Ruby's still focused on her thing. I don't think Ruby's even realized anything's happening yet.
Got a
That's
gummy
such a good
project.
call. I'm glad.
Zach will just come running over and yelling at the thing. Hey, you stupid meanie.
Yeah,
Leave?
so you can move a short distance and get right up in there.
Yeah.
All right. Topher then?
Okay, how close am I to it? Not at all, right? I probably would use my action to move there first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Ruby is over there. I feel like Topher's gonna stand. I'm gonna use my movement and kind of stand in between Lincoln and Ruby and kind of try to hold my action for next turn to, like, in case Hipster Lincoln tries to, like, disrupt our spell, like, do something about that kind of deal.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, Hattie or Alex?
Lincoln has beef with Alex.
I would like to go, please.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to punch his face for free.
Yep.
I hope.
Swing back. Who's the bitch now?
16, which is
Yeah,
technically
that'll-
a 15 with Rec. I rolled the
That'll
same
hit.
thing again. So I do like a quick kip off of like a stunt performer, like push off of Hattie's hip, like a little up in the air kick off of her hip, and then come down in like a superhero punch. 11 damage.
All right. The superhero punch connects right with the center of mass, right in his chest, and you feel it give and then pop, and then there's just shadows that just kind of and slam down onto the ground.
I say the price is wrong, bitch.
He's gone.
That felt very satisfying.
And at that point, Dr. Danthris runs over and like stops a little bit short. You can see that there's this sort of like black sludge on the ground. And she kind of like takes a pencil out and pokes it, holds it up, and she says, "Pure congealed energy. Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?"
Touch it. I touch it. I poke it.
Yeah, no, it just feels like cold slime.
I rub it between
That-
my fingers. I'm like, yeah. And then
that that?
wipe it on her face.
That movie with Melissa McCarthy.
Danthris? No, she moves. Yeah,
I was trying to come up with a new Ghostbusters reference and I couldn't.
Same concept. Yeah, I was thinking more Ghostbusters 2, but
Under the sewers.
yeah, the pink goo, but this is kind of black and
Oh,
scummy.
so you don't like when it's female heroines. Good to know, Dr. D.
I feel like you're putting words into my mouth.
Yeah, that was a really strong, aggressive shift in tone. She was specifically
Okay, guys,
referencing.
so I'm like looking at Dr. D, and she just said that she doesn't like the new Ghostbusters. I don't know what all my followers think of that, but I think that's pretty messed up. We're still not so sure about Dr. D. She's kind of sketchy, but anyways, check out this goo, everybody. And I,
Possibly
like, zoom
woman-hating
into it.
woman.
And she says, "It seems as if the matter here is transmuting itself to match things related to you."
Oh, that's
She
not
starts
great
mumbling
news.
a little bit.
But, like, what's it smell like?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon? I definitely
Cinnamon?
put that shit
Yeah,
in
I
my
scoop
mouth.
up a big handful of that. Let's just carry that around. Big snorts of that.
Smells like cinnamon for about 2 minutes, and then after that, it turns into tar.
What does
So
it
it's
But
like
taste like? I definitely put
Molasses.
okay. I feel like
It's-
that's a called shot at me. Molasses smells amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I said it tastes like molasses.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. I eat huge handfuls of it. Doesn't taste
This
like
took a
molasses.
weird turn.
You made it.
Wait, guys, is this gonna be like our new food source? Because it smells.
No,
it's
don't
pretty
do that. I'm not actually eating it. It's a joke. It just smells good. It's like if you have
Oh.
the brown marker, the brown smelly felt, but then like you're smelling it for a real long time, and then someone's like, "Well," and they switch it for the black smelly felt, and you're like, "Ah!"
But I mean, Dr. D did say it's pure energy. So
It was.
what would happen if you eat pure energy?
I don't think this is. I think it's like the remnants of it, like
Zach
the energy
gets it.
formed to make a thing.
Yeah,
and then the energy
but,
dissipated when I punched the shit out of it.
she taught us that nothing is created or destroyed, Alex.
Okay, you eat a big handful of goo.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% not doing that.
Yep.
Oh,
Precisely.
can I actually kind of
Zach-
want it.
Zach,
Guys,
you
Roach, don't eat the.
No,
Zach's
no,
already eating it. Zach, how is it?
I want to have some. Give
Oh,
me it.
Zach put some in his mouth.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh,
All right, make me a might defense roll.
There you go. You ate hipster Lincoln.
Difficulty?
It is a difficulty 4.
Woof.
Cool.
I'd be in a band called Eating Hipster Lincoln.
Can I use a cipher first?
Did you use a cipher before putting it in your
I
mouth?
definitely did not. Never mind.
No, he just filled his mouth with goo. That's not a thing you should say.
But
I'll just go. I'll just see myself off. Stream.
I mean, do you remember that movie? What was that movie? Neighborhood Watch?
That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
referencing when it was
that-
this.
That's cum.
That's cum.
That is the
That's cum.
consistency?
Yep.
That's
That's
the look?
definitely cum.
Yep.
Yep.
It's cum.
Smell? Yep. That's cum.
Amanda, have you not seen that movie?
You should, first
It's
of all.
a funny movie.
Fucking hilarious. It's also not cum. It's not cum.
It's not. That is what's his name? Richard Ayoade?
Richard
Ayoade?
Ayoade. Yeah.
Ayoade.
And still
So, like-
Richard Ayoade.
That really, really dry humor, like nerdy. Yeah.
Wow, Corey.
Funny movie.
Oh,
Anyways,
no!
might defense. GM intrusion.
I gave you XP. Use it.
yeah, we're gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna definitely do that.
Meric is like, fine. I'll get you.
I'll get you.
I just want to go on record as saying I'm filming this whole thing. I'm like, hey guys, Zach just ate this goo. Check it out, everyone. And I'm like waiting for whatever's
Hashtag
about to
goo
happen.
eaters.
Okay. Yeah, so you rolled an 18.
18 plus 2 damage. Nice.
By succeeding, you regain 5 in your pools. Split however you like.
Eat the goo! Eat the goo!
Does Zach say that he feels better? How do you feel, Zach? You doing all right?
Yeah, bro, dude. Hey, yo, I'm feeling jacked, man. That shit's awesome. You should.
Big
have
handful of
some.
cinnamon goo. Ah!
Make a might defense roll.
Oh yeah, and then I'm
And then I'm gonna be like,
too, man.
ah,
It
dead.
was like, oh.
It starts like shooting through my veins. A 17.
You're fine. You also regain 5 in your pools.
Eat the goo.
Okay, I'm eating it. I just started eating the goo. What do
It's
I
gonna
roll
kill us
again?
all.
Might?
You make a might defense roll. Yeah, difficulty 4.
Kill us all.
Topher, bring me goo. I'm busy over here.
Like hand feeding you goo while you. We're gonna end up back in the real world, just like black tar smeared all over our faces and hands. What happened? Magic stuff.
That's
Hey!
Any
Oh,
donuts, eh, Topher?
I mean, it tastes like cinnamon now. It's like one of those cinnamon candies, but in a couple of minutes, like, it's still stuck in your mouth in places, and it immediately turns to tar.
Aftertaste.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bad.
Just
You
chew
said-
and chew and chew, hey?
you you succeeded, and so you also regain 5 points in your pools, and like everybody who's eaten it, like your teeth are like dyed black. It's like the worst cinnamon flavored black licorice gum.
So what happened when I failed?
You failed, Jen?
Of course
You have
I
XP.
failed. Of course I failed.
Oh no! Use XP.
No. You really... Gotta save that for saving my life one day.
Like now.
But
You regain 8 points in your pool. But you go down one step on the track. You are impaired.
Oh, snap.
Oh, I'm drunk on goo?
It doesn't sit well. Like, you feel jacked, but it's just running through your body, and you're like, oh no.
High as fuck.
Yeah, Hattie.
Hey, you guys, it's so vivid in here.
Wait,
The
what did I have to
colors!
roll for a success? I got a 14.
You're good. You regain 5.
Can you imagine what Rhett and Dr. Danthris are thinking? And
Oh,
the
no,
slightly
they're like-
awakening form of backlash? As we're like, I just punched Lincoln to death. Let's eat the goo that was his body.
I'm gonna offer some to Backlash. I'm not gonna force him to eat it.
Nah, he turns away from it.
But I'm
Just
gonna
put it
say,
in his
this
mouth and rub
goo's
his
gonna
throat.
help
It's fine.
you, like, really.
So, someone who is
Talking loud.
someone who is impaired, when you apply effort, it costs 1 extra point per level applied. For example, 1 level of effort costs 4 points instead of 3. 2 levels cost 7 instead of 5.
Got it.
You can take a rest to recover from being impaired.
Sounds good.
I like to imagine Hattie's pupils have just like.
Okay.
Hey, Hattie,
So-
are you okay?
She's
now?
got serious cottonmouth, like
You could-
nutso cottonmouth.
You look kind of. Are you okay?
What?
Okay, yeah, cool. That's probably not good.
I'm gonna just lay
Awesome.
down and look at the stars. Cool?
There are no stars.
Okay.
Aren't there?
Oh, there are no.
There's some stars, yeah.
I was playing up on the joke that you're looking at stars that aren't real. I don't know. You
So
ain't
what
hipster
does,
Lincoln.
what does Ruby do for the next sort of round of rolls?
Now that she's amped on hipster Lincoln.
Well, I would still be like making the like symbols, right? Or am I done doing that?
Yeah, so right. So we're gonna do a roll to actually do the artistry of it, which could be an intellect or a speed roll.
You got so much
Ooh,
intellect
let me
now?
see. I do have a lot of intellect now. Okay, let me.
And Dr. Danthris and Rhett are okay at this. But I would say you're only gonna get 1 asset from them.
Is it now repeating? Like, now that she's figured it out, is it just repeating what she's done?
Yep.
So could I use my cipher now?
Sure.
Ruby, teach me how to do it. I will watch.
Okay, you just have to do this, really. It's super easy. Just do exactly what I'm doing, but make sure to do it perfectly, otherwise it's big problems.
Don't worry, I got this. And I pull out these sweet sunnies from my bag. And I click them, and I remember a minute of what you teach me perfectly forever for the rest of my life.
It's like this weird side effect of like you being super high, you're like able to super zone in on it.
It has nothing to do with the sunglasses at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else that will help me, so I guess I just try to see if I can roll high enough.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna use
you've got
2, though, so I can keep my intellect.
yeah.
Can we help
that
her
sounds good.
in any way?
She's
Or-
got 2 assets now. She's got Hattie helping her, sort of copying the things out, and then she's got Rhett and Dr. Danthris.
I was wondering if I could try it on my own now that I know it to speed up the clock. Or does she have to do it?
No, you could absolutely both be doing rolls. Okay, so then right now you have 1 asset, reducing the difficulty by 1 step. Your magic training would actually reduce it by another step. And you could still get another asset if you wanted Roach to come in and help.
Hey, Roach, can you come
Yeah.
in and come to me?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sing
Uh-huh.
my mother's song again.
Just like like something upbeat.
well-
Like I want to forget we're here. Like that'd be great.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay, ready? Rising up. Shoot, I forgot the words. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
That was really helpful. Thank you.
Literally everyone on that island is pumped. That's an asset to every human who's ever heard it.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Also, Jen
You
says-
see Dr. Danthras doing one of those like really, really bad teacher dances.
Yes!
Okay.
Apologies to
so-
all of the teachers watching the stream.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure you dance fine.
No, you don't. Because no one dances fine. Everyone
I don't
dances
know.
unique.
Who are you trying to impress? Just dance how you want to dance.
All right. Amanda, go ahead. You can roll. You have eased the difficulty by 3 steps.
Do I know what the difficulty is?
Nope.
Okay, that's scary. And I can use speed, you said, right?
Yep.
I mean, Hattie already did.
15
15.
is what
Yes,
I rolled.
that is a success.
That was scary.
So
Can I-
you can use effort if you like.
Yeah. I'll use 2.
Okay. 2
So-
levels of effort. Jen, what were you going to say?
Can I do one now?
Yeah.
Do I get any sort of help because like I memorized it perfectly?
I want to help.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can we go back for just a second? I had an edge. Does that take away one of the effort I have to use?
It takes away 1 of the speed that you have to spend. So
Oh,
instead
okay,
of spending 5, you spend 4.
Perfect. Thank you.
Jen, for your perfect memory, I will reduce the difficulty by 1 step as an asset from the cipher.
And Zach's gonna asset me, I think.
I want to.
Yeah.
How are you going to do it?
I have no idea.
Inspire her. Say nice things. You're good at that.
I
Yeah.
have encouragement, but it's for a skill that I have.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like use a magic ability. You
Oh.
just
You just do
be
it.
encouraging
That's
to
what I
your
wanna
sister.
do. Yeah.
Just say
play up
something
your
nice to
brotherly
your sister,
bond.
man.
So like,
Be a
dude,
good brother.
So like, okay, so Hattie, I like totally didn't want to tell you this, but like the other day, I pet your stupid cat.
Lucifer loves you.
The character arcs in this game.
It's like a roller coaster of emotions in this game.
Hattie,
Tolkien tells us
yourself.
about his terrible parents, and Zach bonds with the cat. I don't
He
know. if I
touched
could
a cat.
take this.
Let's not.
He had to bond with it to touch it. Otherwise, he would have never touched it.
Now it's his familiar.
No, Lucifer is dumb as shit.
Yeah. Lucifer's such a pain in Fang's ass.
It's Fang the name of your dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's 2 assets.
Yep. So you reduce the difficulty by 2.
So I'm gonna speed it. I'm gonna
Hawaii assets.
I'm gonna spend an effort.
To reduce the difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 efforts, so I can do 1 to reduce difficulty, and then if I pass, I can use the other one. Okay.
Correct.
But I also have my impairedness, so it costs me 4 instead of 3. Correct?
Correct.
Oh God, I'm so good at this, except for the rolling part.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's easier down, Turbo.
Hey. Did I already roll?
It says speed, roll 6. Yeah. Okay. So
That's
That's
it.
what. I don't know
Let's
why.
go
I
with
went
the previous
twice.
one.
Yeah.
what is
'cause
happening?
well, I wasn't done scrolling through it yet, and it put up a
Oh.
thing, so I don't know why.
Okay. Well, the
But
6.
I'll spend it in XP.
Well, no, you didn't get a GM intrusion
Kind of
because
did.
you rolled once previously.
Yeah.
I don't know
you-
why I did that though. That was an accident. It's
Okay,
okay.
we're gonna wipe it clean, and you're gonna roll right now. Your next one is your roll.
This one counts for real times.
Okay, so it says input value and a hitting submit. Okay. Then it
Hell
only did it
fucking
once.
yeah.
Woo!
Okay, weird. You get the 18. You succeed. And you've all sort of drawn these out. These runes are starting to really take shape.
Oh, and I'll
and
spend
so
an effort to do one more.
Okay, so then that is effort on the same action, so it costs you normally 2, up to 3 for you.
3. Yeah.
And so you tick the clock 2 times, and you see as these runes sort of begin to fill the area, they start to like give off a little bit of a wavy mirage-y effect. It's almost like steam is rising from them. And if you were like to lean your head down and look through, there's kind of like a little distortion in the air. And as you're sort of watching this, sort of wisps of that purpley energy that you saw in the secret lab, held in the little everlasting gobstopper of doom, sort of begins to gather. Now, if everybody could please take 1 intellect damage, and then I'm going to roll a d6.
I knew she wouldn't be able to avoid it. I knew it. I heard it in my head, and I was like, I immediately looked at Jen.
I didn't make the noises.
I know, but I looked, and you were midway through. I could read your lips. I knew it.
Okay, so could everybody please place your tokens where you are as you're doing this work?
I'm probably kind of over here by Rubes making the circle, correct?
I'm probably still just checking out chains and stuff.
I was singing songs to Ruby, so I'm probably right beside her.
Okay.
Back, you're by me. You're encouraging me.
I also feel like maybe if Eye of the Tiger was playing, it would be like super powerful. Who's gonna claim Eye of the Tiger? I mean, come on.
Like people?
Yeah, definitely. They will. They're vultures.
All right. So I rolled a 1. And what that means...
Player intrusion.
Meric, you lose. We win. All
Whoa.
day.
We go home. Everything's
What
fine.
an
We're heroes.
Intrusion. Ruby.
I'm listening.
GM intrusion. Something happens. You get XP. Would you like to give one away to somebody else?
You can buy it off
You
by
can
spending
spend
an
an
XP
to buy
if
it
you don't
off.
want the bad thing that will inevitably happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what begins to happen? Ruby is sort of drawing out these runes with this melted candy. And then she's just finished it, and she's looking around, and she's seeing this energy begin to gather. And as she does so, she looks at her friends and notices that they're all glowing. And just like heavily glowing, like all over their skin, all over their bodies. And the energy starts to get faster and faster and faster. And you can feel in your own body your energy like peaking, just surging, getting more powerful. And you see these energy like clouds begin to rise above your friends. But you somehow get control of it. You pull it back, everything slows down, and the energy that was rising above them dissipates, slowly fading away into the background.
Guys, I need you all to be really quiet for a second. I really need to focus.
None of us said anything.
You're welcome.
And that's where we will go ahead and take our break.
Wow!
Wah, 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 wah.
Back at quarter 2?
Yeah. Back at 9:45.
3 quarters after?
3/4 after the bells.
1/4
Bye, guys.
All right. Everybody have a wonderful break. We're going to go and do things. You stand up and, get water.
Stretch your legs.
Stay hydrated, bot says drink.
Okay.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Until that day.
It's the fastest shift from sexy to sad I've ever seen in the entirety of my
And we're
30,
back.
33 and a half years of existence.
Welcome back to this. You know, I was gonna call it a train wreck, but I can't. I love it too much. It's not a train wreck. We're having fun.
It is a train wreck, but it's like the Borderlands train wreck where everyone's still having fun and shooting guns and explosions are happening.
Or
Welcome back.
bumper cars.
Bumper cars. We are on the other side of the break. Our heroes are still trapped in some sort of strange extra-dimensional space. Just before the break, these powerful energy auras began to coalesce above our heroes, and Ruby was staring at them, then found something deep within herself that tamed her own powers and stopped them from surging out of control and creating angry auras that was going to attack everybody. That were going to.
Yay, Ruby!
What song was it, Ruby?
Yeah, what song brought you down? It's Don't Bring Me Down.
Don't bring me down.
No, it was definitely something like totally off. Like it was like Sweet Home Alabama.
I was thinking Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf.
No, it was definitely Sweet Home Alabama.
Cool. I'm thinking
right.
of Magic Carpet Ride by Step.
Sing it for us.
All of it?
Guitar solos included.
Give me a minute.
All right. And so back off the break, we're getting going with this again. Remember to stick around until the end for the... There we go. I was like, there are 3 things I have to say. Why can't I say any of them? Stick around until the end for the giveaway for our $25 gift card from one of our 2 amazing sponsors, Monty Cook Games, our other sponsor, Roll20, who makes this virtual tabletop. And then the third thing I was going to say is you are listening to The Void, a D&D ambience track by Michael Ghelfi on YouTube. We use Michael Ghelfi's stuff for our podcast for a lot of ambient sounds. Great stuff. Really cool things. And, since we're looking at it as well, just mentioning again, this map by Heroic Maps, who have a Patreon. Oh, Michael Ghelfi also has a Patreon. A lot of RPG
Patreon
producers. We do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/SkyhammerPress, where basically every month we do some extra adventure hooks if you want to check those out. It's just $1 a month. Help support us. Okay, so you've just succeeded in finishing these runes in this area. Not carved out, as I expected, but marked by melted candy.
They got gummied.
They got gummied into place, and energy begins to pull in, gathering in the center area, right as Ruby had planned it. And Dr. Danthris comes up behind you, and she puts her hand on your shoulder, and just kind of really impressed, sort of. Good job. As the energies begin to coalesce above, you start to see scenes that sort of flicker into place. You don't see them like you're looking at a TV or out a window or something. It's more like the energy is there, and you just picture in your mind the laboratory basement where you came from. And then after that, there's a library, very large, hardwood floors, huge, vaulted ceiling, and 2-story sort of bookshelves. Then after that, underwater. After that, something else. And it just kind of continues, very strange things, but it eventually loops back around. What do you do?
Oh, they're different portals. They're different gateways.
We need to go through the one that is the basement.
So focus on it. Focus on the basement.
Okay, so
Wait till it comes up and.
Yeah.
Rubes, use your
Ruby's gonna
staff.
I'm gonna use my staff and focus on the basement one.
Gandalf it.
Okay. So, you begin to focus on the basement one. You use the staff, you're drawing this energy towards yourself.
I'm definitely singing Walk This Way.
Like Run DMC Aerosmith
yeah.
version?
Oh, yeah.
It's the superior version.
Yeah,
Wow.
oh, for sure. That is definitely.
Patrick, you don't agree?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never heard it.
I love
Like
how you
Aerosmith's
wanted to
version.
disagree, and then you were like, I don't know.
I've heard the Aerosmith version. It's the only one I know.
And it's good, but the Run DMC, like, they work with Aerosmith. It's not like they just covered it. Like it's a featured remix.
And I support Run DMC's. Definitely not looking it up right now.
Okay. You set your staff and you begin to focus these energies and cast this spell. It is going to take a little bit of time, and it is very difficult. It is an 8.
Oh my buttholes.
You can feel the energy gathering around you, and you can feel how hard it is to hold that one sort of image clear in your mind.
Can we help?
You can all absolutely. What would you like to do?
Hattie's gonna start singing with her to try to like encourage her and harmonizing to like get her flow really mellow and grooving. Are those the right words?
So, just starting at an 8, your magic training applies. That brings it to a 7. Your staff brings it down to a 6. And then you've got one person helping you that brings it to a 5. The other two, the Rhett and Deborah Danthris, will step up behind you, and you can see like around their hands this silvery energy begin to sort of coalesce, and then like for Dr. Danthris, it looks very much like a whole bunch of mechanical pieces are sort of like swirling around her hands. And for Rhett, it's just more of like a nimbus of fuzzy energy. And they begin to help if you allow them.
Yes. I also have another question. I was just reading through my skills, and I have power shift that says I can use. Can I use that?
What is your power shift for?
It says power shift power, use of a specific power.
Okay, so then for that, you would choose one of your powers, which is like your fire attack or your flame on sort of thing, and that adds a free level of effort.
I have it for shock.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, you choose it for one of your abilities that you activate with an action. How many power shifts do you have marked down? You've got power shift power.
Power shift healing.
Healing. Okay. Right, yeah, because you've got that extra. No. She's got an extra action rest.
Me too.
I don't think there's anything else I can do to help.
Can I try to help, but I have a weird idea? Because I'm a weirdo?
I think they can only
or is
be
that too
interested
many
twice.
helps?
Yeah, you can only have the 2 assets. Jen is up there singing, and the wizards are up there throwing some power.
Hattie is up there singing.
Hattie is up there singing.
So excited to hear what Roach's idea was.
Oh, I know, but
What if we ate 8 mini donuts at the same time?
I mean, Roach could still do it. It's just not helping.
Exactly.
Roach
Okay,
still does
in
it.
that case, Roach does it
That's-
anyways. And what I was gonna say is, because my enabler is absorbing energy. So I was gonna say, like, because you were saying it's like a crazy portal and there's like energy flying everywhere. I was gonna try to absorb some of it so that it's like less for Ruby to control and just be standing there like like with my hand on the thing, which may or may not help. Yeah. So maybe I'm just still doing that, and I'm just like
Yeah.
and you guys are like, why?
Roach, no.
Free energy, yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. So,
Meric, I have the ability charge.
yeah, what's charge do?
You can charge an artifact or other device except a cipher, so that it can be used once. I can't overcharge her staff.
No, so what that's used for is every time the staff is used, a depletion roll needs to be made.
Also, if it depletes, I can boost it back up.
Correct.
Okay. What can I do it now though, and just jack it up like super hard?
You can spend 1 XP on a player intrusion and say you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Does that count as like an extra thing? That's not an asset, or?
Yeah, we'll treat it as an extra level of effort.
Okay. Yeah, so
as a free level of effort.
I throw a hand under the staff and just like hold my hand up, and lightning sort of like starts coalescing in the other hand and shoots across my body and into it. And, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll spend an XP for that.
Nice.
That's super cool.
That is
Especially
so
since
dope.
I didn't add my plate.
Are you gonna like charge for that charging or no?
I'm just gonna. There we go.
I have
Push that
Groovy
up a
way
little
too
bit.
loud for what just happened.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Because
I can give
Void
people
was
a
on, and
heads
I was
up.
like, I'll just crank that up because it's ambient.
Yeah. Because
And
it's
then it was
ambient. Sorry about that.
I thought Titans were going to attack us.
So you you begin setting this up. The two wizards are gathering energy around their hands. Hattie is singing and keeping Ruby focused. Alex comes up, draws energy down. The staff begins to glow and vibrate. And the portal begins to sort of like coalesce. You haven't rolled yet, but it's starting to go. You know that you're going to need to focus on this for a little bit. And that is when Roach and Zach notice movement along the sides of the platform. These strange, amorphous, blob-like creatures seem to be crawling up the side. Just like Kenobi, the tiny kitty that climbs up the gen.
That's not a tiny kitty anymore.
No.
That was a full-on cat that just
He's
appeared.
a long cat now. These reddish, sort of like stringy forms climbing up and rolling up the side. They're sort of following the path of the energy. And as they sort of like begin to appear, one of them sort of snaps up, and it's got a bright green eye with a big black pupil, and it kind of like moves back and forth a little bit and then starts crawling towards everyone.
Taxons, let's go. I shifted into Tiger Morph because I'm clearly Jake.
Yo, Roach, you see that thing over there?
Yeah, guys, we got some kind of weird alien company now, so can we hurry it up with the portal thing?
Hey,
They've surrounded you.
defend them.
Okay, we're gonna cover you guys. We got this.
Eric,
Right, Zach?
Jesus! You said, I thought you said
boy,
one,
that's a lot.
not
Yeah, one
8,000
of them-
eye monsters.
One of them flicks up and you see its eye, and then the rest of them begin to do so.
God.
So can I roll?
You can now go ahead and roll.
So can I use stuff to try to make this easier? It's a 5 right now?
Okay, so
It was an
Patrick did the thing, so he dropped it to a 4. So it was an 8. The staff brings it down to a 7. Patrick's thing brings it down to a 6. The wizards bring it to a 5. And Jen brings it to a 4. Magic training brings it to a 3.
Wow.
Using the power of teamwork and friendship.
And you have like 1,000,000 XP.
I definitely have already assigned anamorph characters to all of us.
Which one am I?
I was gonna show you the dice, but there's no way anybody can see that at all. I got a 17.
All right.
Hey!
It doesn't happen immediately.
Oh no, that's not good news.
It happens over the course of 2 rounds. And that is 1 tick. But you haven't spent any effort yet. Right? So you can spend 3 intellect and you'll tick it to full. So at the end of the 2 rounds, the portal will open.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't do that, then you've got to roll again and it'll take another 2 rounds. Ooh, and we'll put that right in the middle. Now the clock becomes the portal.
Oh,
So that was 3 intellect that I spent, right?
what a twist.
Yes. Reduced by your edge. Okay. So you can all go... Sorry. Topher and Zach can go in whatever order they want because these things are all level 1. And everybody else is busy helping Ruby.
Does my thing just continuously take effort? Like I have to keep focusing on it?
Because
mine's an action to do. To charge.
That is a good question. Okay, yeah. Let's just say that your first round is spent. You'll be able to act in the second round.
Cool. I just really want to punch a goo thing, you know?
I know, that's fair.
You know how it is?
Zach,
Goo things
we gotta
appear.
keep these things off of Ruby, man. Because she's like doing the magic thing, you know?
I'd like to punch anything.
Let's make like a barrier with our bodies, you know, in between.
Yeah,
them.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And then punch anything that comes to you.
Zach, use your shield.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not just your body.
My whole body is a shield.
It's true. He has armor.
Also, remember that there are other people here.
Yeah, we're protecting them all.
Save backlash!
Oh, right, yeah. Whoops. Forgot about those dudes. Instantly.
Oh,
The dudes
crap.
on the ground.
Yep.
Oh.
We're heroes. We have to save everyone.
Okay.
Also, your body is also a wonderland, just as a side note.
Because that's what heroes do.
Have Wonderland bodies?
Except for sometimes they knock people off the ledge and they didn't mean to, but we don't talk about that part.
Really? She did that herself.
I didn't. I tried to wake her up. She ran away.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
Challenged.
Okay, Zach, what are we gonna do, man? Like, okay, so
Also, real quick, that song that
how
we
many
just
people
heard.
are there?
Yeah.
Also, hang on, real quick, that song that we just heard, Challenge Day by Mindbender Supreme, my brother, Adam E. Stewart, who was on the writing team for this game.
Yay! Thanks, Eddie.
I love that song. I forgot, by
Awesome! Super awesome.
the way. Every
Sorry,
time it
please
comes up,
continue.
I'm like, this is actually jacked as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
How many people do we have to save?
3. But like,
Cool.
it's cool. These things are tiny, so like, they're not gonna hurt us.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not scared or anything. Like, it's fine.
It's
We
not
just
like
gotta,
they're gonna
you
join
know-
together and become one big monster or anything like that.
They're
That'd
nulls.
be weird.
No.
Aww, nulls are so
wait.
cute.
What?
Zach, you're not supposed to say the thing that could be really bad that could happen. Like, I've seen a ton of movies, man. That is like the #1 rule. You don't say it out loud, man. That's crazy.
Dude, that's not.
It is too late. Okay.
Keep punching.
We should
Okay.
totally
Worst that could
split
happen.
up. We can cover more ground.
Okay. Oh, no. I'm freaking out, man. Okay. We're fine. It's okay. We're fine. Kaity is freaking out. Topher's not freaking out. I'm going to run to the nearest person and try to pick them up. I'm assuming this might be like a might roll. Oh, sorry. Also, I was gonna say I would like to use my cipher, which is a speed cipher.
Okay. So it's an action to activate a cipher.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Burst of speed.
I'm going to use my action. Yeah, burst of speed. So for 1 minute, a user who normally can move a short distance as an action can move a long distance. Is that worth it, or are the people close enough to us?
Yeah, they're short distance. You're good. So you don't need to use it.
Okay, then. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I am instead going to run over and use a might roll to try to pick up a person.
No roll required. You actually just spend 1 might to show the difficulty of doing it. And if you have a might edge, it's free for you.
Awesome. I have a might edge. So I'm just going to pick up a dude and be like, hey, get over here. And then just place them down next to the portal. And be like,
spear him with your hand chain?
Number 1.
Get over here.
Get over here. I'm gonna kill
Nothing but
them, though.
video game references.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm assuming I can only pick up 1 person as my action.
Correct.
Cool. I pick up 1 person as my action.
Okay. Oh, and I should clarify. Did you pick up Backlash or one of the other people? So there's Backlash, the lady with the red hair, and the dude with the turban.
I probably just picked up whoever was closest to me, and I can't tell from the map.
That happens to be the lady.
Okay.
Wrong choice, Roach.
Don't worry, man. We're gonna get all of them. Just we're heroes, and it's 1 at a time, man. Single file.
Okay. Then Zach. Zach attack.
Yeah, so,
Literally.
yeah. I go run up, well, not run up to one, but, they're short, not immediate, right?
Why don't you just grab the dude?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can. This guy's
grab the
immediate.
dude and run him away.
Yeah, you're like
Okay.
right next to him.
Yeah. Bring him over there. Everybody except for Backlash is now within an immediate distance of the portal.
Can we cut to the future where we forget Backlash and everyone's safe back in the basement and Hattie's like, I'll kill you all! She voids out and appears back in this area to get Backlash.
And she never spoke to us again.
Yeah, she just leaves. That's a lot of monsters.
All of these creatures running in.
Meric, I think they're going in the wrong direction. I think they're supposed to be running off the cliff, I'm pretty sure.
Let me try and heal them.
They all are sort of squidging forward, and you see they don't move. They throw out a little piece of themselves and pull themselves forward. Then the eye
pseudopod
kind of
forward.
looks. Yep. And they're all coming around towards you.
Well, I fucking hate that.
The next round begins, and Hattie and Ruby are still focusing, but now Alex has done charging the staff. So Alex, Zach, or Roach can all take an action.
Do I still have to be singing? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yo, Roach,
There's a...
can you, quick step over there and, grab Backlash and bring him back?
Yes, I think so. But there's a lot of these monsters. I'm just gonna start jumping over them, clumsily flailing around towards Backlash to bring him back. I'm like, oh god! Whoa!
They're
Watch it!
They're this big.
They're
They're size of a 6-inch sub.
like a really thick burrito.
Yeah, exactly. Thick with
But
3
they're
C's.
evil burritos.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't said burrito.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Did someone say burrito?
Ooh,
Wait,
ooh,
what?
Sir, can I find the flaw in these, please?
Ooh.
The big
Sure.
giant-
Yeah. Absolutely, and that it's not an action, right?
Correct.
Okay. So find the flaw in these. These are they're like little energy batteries. They're searching for energy to suck up, but that means they're incredibly conductive.
So, yo, hey, Alex, dude, these things, they're like super conductive. Shock
You
them
don't
the
say.
fuck up.
Like as they're crawling, Zach is seeing like little bits of static electricity like zapping into them, and every time one of like them hits them, the body like does like a little ooh yeah.
I don't like that part of what you've done, sir. We're like almost at an X card being raised. Like it's in hand, and just like every part of my physical body is uncomfortable.
Roach's turn to go and grab Backlash, jumping over the little goo batteries.
I'm sorry,
Don't
did I
like that.
see one of them do that horrifying sentence
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah, a little bit of electricity. Like some of the power is like sort of moving along like an electric current along the ground, and it sort of collides with one of them, and it stops and does like a little bit of a shiver. Its eye like the pupil dilates a little bit.
I fucking hate these things, and not because I'm worried they might kill us. I don't even care about that. They're just making me uncomfortable by existing.
Oh god, don't look at me like that, man! Get away from me! Ew!
Boots one.
Hey, Backlash, man! Come on! And I try to like pick Backlash up like where he's like over my shoulder, and I'm like hobbling back. Come on! Okay, don't get away from me! Ugh!
Just
I'm, like,
kicking it
kinda
with your
kick
shoe.
them.
Get away!
Yeah, for sure. And as you're not like attacking any, you're just moving up and getting over them. Then Alex and Zach both get an action.
I don't have like any AoEs. I want to like shock them all, but I don't have that ability.
Shock him.
I get a
Shock
fi-
him.
I could attempt to bolt ride through them all, but that seems
sounds
counterproductive.
cool.
I don't know if
Do
it's gonna power them up more though,
Dude,
Do it.
do it.
Do
and I can only.
Do it.
So Meric,
Do it.
here's the exact
Do
text
it.
of Bolt Rider.
Yeah, okay.
You can move a long distance from one location to another almost instantaneously, carried by a bolt of lightning. You must be able to see the new location, and there must be no intervening barriers. Action. It does not say it has to be a straight line.
Okay.
Can I bolt ride in a circle to hopefully overcharge the goo batteries and cause them to explodify?
I mean, that looks cool as hell in my head. I would say it's a non-standard power use that you could spend an XP for in a player intrusion.
Well, wouldn't you know it? I've got a couple of those. that
And
I'll
you just
spend.
You like set yourself in like the flash sort of
Yep,
readiness.
That's exactly what I was imagining.
Then just and there's this lightning trail behind you.
That
But
is
instead of like,
awesome.
it's not moving fast. It's just like a crack of lightning in a circle, and
Yeah.
I'm back like at the circle with like smoke rising off of me.
Mm-hmm. Make a speed roll.
Okay. Trying to see if I have any cool things that would help here. I don't think so. I am going to apply a Laval of effort.
Okay.
A 16.
16. Okay. And so you and there's this crackle of lightning, and as you're passing through, about a half dozen of them like lift up off the ground and like and just like explode, and like blue globs or like red globs of goo just down to the ground.
I like
6 of
blue
them are
globs
out.
better.
Yeah,
Red
the
made it
insides
work.
of them are blue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
That's better.
It's
That's
it's
way
very
more like high school
Saturday.
special.
I was gonna say Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
and
the
so
Men in Black cartoon show.
yeah. Bleh. Bleh.
Oh, that was a high-pitched one.
And the one right behind Alex.
I really
Basically just like, yeah, bolt right in a circle and just like almost appear almost exactly in the same place. Just like, oh, I've never done that before.
I really,
That was
wanna
really
punch
cool.
a blue goo bag.
Sorry, I made a mess everywhere.
Zach.
Meric, is it possible, sorry, just to go back 1 second, instead of the one out by Hattie, would it be impossible to take out the one by Ruby? Because that's what I'd be aiming for, is trying to protect Ruby.
Yep, for sure.
Thanks.
Legit.
Well, then I'll go for the one on the other side of Hattie and just punch it with my shield.
Protect your sister.
Exactly.
Treat yourself.
I don't know if that works in this situation.
Treat yourself to a portal.
Do you have
yourself,
any?
2021.
Do you have any like training in attacks or powers in accuracy or anything like that?
He means, do you have anything that makes this not needed to roll?
Yeah, they are level 1. So if you have anything that reduces the difficulty by 1, you auto hit and kill it.
Well, it's light. Weapon.
It's a light weapon. Yeah,
You kill it.
and it just. Bleh.
I imagine it's not a punch and just like you just step on it slowly and just.
Whack it with the back, like I just brush it with.
Oh, like Captain America. Twang.
Boonk.
Oh, I totally pictured you picking it up and like poking it.
Like really hard through the eye.
Use salt that usually works on snails.
All right, that is everybody except for them, and so these ones move forward, and they sort of clamber up to the portal, and you can see the energies are sort of draining towards them,
I hate them.
and they're feeding on it. This one can't get by Hattie. This one also, and this one goes to Zach. Hattie, if you could please make me a speed defense roll. There are 2 of them, so the difficulty is 2.
I'm trained in
Zach.
that.
Oh, so you just need a 3 or higher.
Hey,
I did it.
You got a 3.
Jen did the barely surviving.
Patrick, I believe you're also trained in speed defense rolls?
I sure am, sir.
So you automatically succeed when only one of them tries to sort of like climb up your leg. And then you see 2 of them sort of like gooping forward towards Rhett and Ruby. Rhett is like, and he boots it away. Amanda, speed defense roll for you. You just need a 3 or higher. It's only a single one.
I really wasted a natural 20 on that.
She kicks it into space.
Wasting them. You never waste a 20.
I mean, the
Except when
20s
you
are the
do.
enjoyment that we get along the way.
Also,
Okay.
it's dice rolls. There's not a certain amount you can get.
That's
That's
a
not how
lie.
dice rolls
You
work.
know it.
It's not.
I mean, what
Unless
if
you're
Patrick?
Jen, in which case it's a curse cast upon you by an old witch at a fair.
Patrick, what if we live in a simulation and they really have given us only a set number of die rolls?
Jen, who cares? We live in a simulation. There's no consequence to our actions.
Can I explain how I picture Ruby does this then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this little like eye guy is like coming over to Ruby, and Ruby is like still like sticky hands and everything.
Ah.
Right? So I turn and I'm like in my own world, and I turn, and this is the first time I notice these guys. Like I haven't noticed them
What?
fighting. I haven't noticed anything. And I just turned. I was like, "What the hell?" And I pick it up, and I just want to like the way that I pick it up. I just like I get candy all over it, and I like smother it without even really realizing it. And then I'm like, oh, I think it's dead. And then I look up and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many and there's attacking us. So
like,
I had no idea any of it was happening. I was just
like hits the ground and it's kind of like trying to move, but it's like stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think that one's going anywhere. And then I look up and I see that there's more. And I was like, oh.
At
Smother
which,
it in your melted hand candy.
at which point the portal snaps into place and you can see the you can see through it. This time it's like a large sort of oval just sort of floating in midair, and you can see through it, and you see on the other side like a dude with a clipboard in like a suit. And he's staring through the portal at you.
Hi!
And then he goes to say something on an earpiece. Sound does not seem to travel.
Is it our turn?
Yeah, top of the initiative order. It's up to you now.
Ooh, Topher has an idea. Is it Topher's turn? It's like the three.
It's anybody's
Topher.
turn. You all
matter.
go before these monsters who are clearly draining the energy from this portal.
Yeah, that's what I want to. I want to attack the monsters. So, similar to what I did with the chain, where I like stared at it until it exploded in that guy's hand. What I'd like to do is cast Shatter on one of the creatures. So just staring at it intently until it explodes, and then the surrounding creatures around it also take damage if I succeed this roll. So
Nice. All right, make your roll. I mean, it's super easy. You could even spend effort and you'll automatically succeed because they're level 1s.
I'll roll first, and then we'll see where it takes us.
I mean, you only need a 3 or higher.
Hey!
I got
Yeah.
8.
So how many creatures
So
around it
basically
also
it
take the
says-
damage?
So it says the object explodes in an immediate radius, dealing 1 damage to all creatures and objects in the area. It doesn't
Okay.
say.
So it's an immediate range. So it's 10 feet. So,
Damn.
for example, if you got this one, you would also deal a point of damage to Hattie and Backlash and one of the unconscious dudes, but you would clear all 5 from the portal.
Also, remember, Topher would probably not stop to think.
Yeah. that's
He
a good
wouldn't.
point.
And I would like
he
to
wouldn't.
say that it was the one guy that looked at him funny when he came up and like the pupil dilated and the whole thing. And he's just staring at that one. He's like, man, just freaking stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me. And then it just explodes.
And then as it explodes, like all the other ones around it, like this like arc of energy like shoots between all of them, and they all and
So
they
much
pop,
goo.
which is real good because they were gonna drain a tick from your clock at the end of this round.
Shit. I'm glad you gushered them.
Okay, that was Topher's turn. Who's up next?
Can Hattie go?
Do it, Hattie.
Hattie just wants to grab Backlash and then try to like fall backwards through a portal with him.
Ooh, and you fall backwards through the portal.
Whoop.
Guys,
Oop,
I'm
that's
gonna
around
stay
one.
last. You guys go.
Ruby, I'm not going to leave you, man. We'll go
Oh.
together.
And as I fall, I say, Roach, don't forget your phone.
Thanks, man. Bye.
No, guys, you all go. I got this.
I mean,
But like,
Rhett runs through the portal.
He's like, yeah, bye, fine. See ya. Is the man with the turban, is he unconscious?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
a little bit sort of like looking around, but really dazed. Like massive concussion sort of look.
Okay. Is it possible to like pull him to his feet and shove him through the portal?
Yeah, for sure. It'd be your
That's-
action, but yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, spend 1 might. If you have a might edge, you do not need to spend it.
I do have a might edge.
Hunk.
We could be
I
heroes.
actually did the wrong one. That's a great song. There we go.
What song?
Okay. We Can Be Heroes by David Bowie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You don't mean the cover by his son, The Wallflowers?
Wow, I didn't know that. I don't think I've heard
His
that
son
version.
is the entire band, The Wallflowers.
Very cool.
Wow, that's impressive.
All of them.
Gave birth to a collective.
I mean, if anybody was giving birth to a collective, we would assume
It's
that it's David Bowie.
Yeah, 100%. You're not wrong. He's not a human. He wasn't a human being. No.
Okay, so then Alex has acted, Topher has acted. We still have Zach and Ruby and Dr. Danthris.
Well,
Doc,
Ruby wants
go.
to stay last because I don't know if my magic is like keeping this portal open.
As long as it's not being drained, it's good right now.
Okay, and I know that I can like feel that it will be okay
Yeah.
to go through. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess like Zach, we're not leaving you. Like we can all kind of go at the same time then. Like we're not leaving you to be last.
For sure. But let's get this doc lady out of here.
Yeah. Go, Doc. Go.
The bodies.
Dr. D!
Doc, take a body.
Take the guy!
Yeah.
And she looks down at the woman and she looks at you and she's like, I can't
Go.
get through. You're the students. I'm the teacher. Go.
What do you mean you can't get through?
I can't leave you here. Go.
Look who's suddenly an adult of the situation. Wasn't it Ruby who was like, I'm taking initiative. I'm owning this. You know, just Dr. D, grab that lady and get out of here, man. We're the heroes. You're the teacher. Go.
Deborah, you take this woman and you walk through that portal right now, young lady.
I have been the boss of this situation, and you have been listening to me for the last ever. So now
First of all,
go.
you've been painting gummy on the floor, so I don't know if I'd claim to boss title for that.
Do you want me to mess up the gummy? Because it seems to be working for us.
I mean, mess up the gummy, what are you gonna do? You gonna mess up the gummy? You're gonna mess up the gummy and we're gonna be stuck here forever?
I feel like you're making my point for me. Get through the portal.
Deborah!
Listen, the student became the master, okay? Just go!
And like, she
Wax
just kind
on.
of looks at all of you, and then she grabs the person and drags her through.
I look over
he's
at
a pain in the ass.
at Ruby and Roach and I'm like, we're grown-ups now.
She's trying really hard to be responsible.
And
I
we
think I can
refuse.
teach science now, guys. Like, look
Yeah,
at me.
Ruby's the teacher now, guys.
Oh, you're gonna have to teach science to these eyeball monsters because we're gonna be stuck here forever. That's what I'm imagining.
Okay, so it's just us now? We should go then. There's no more bodies.
I mean, if the eyeball monsters don't devour us.
Yeah. You
So
can go.
let's see. It's Ruby can go through.
Okay, bye.
Zach hasn't taken an action either yet, so Zach and Ruby could go through.
I want to wait for Topher. Topher was gonna wait for me.
Is this like a Canadian standoff?
It is a Canadian
No,
standoff.
you.
After
Oh,
you.
sorry, you.
After you. It's okay, Ruby, go. It's just because I'm slow, but I'm right behind you.
It's just because she already pushed a person, or because Topher, he already pushed a person through.
Okay, I guess I'll go, guys. This is scary.
Don't be scared,
Okay,
Ruby.
so-
I'll see you on the other side.
You got
You
it.
say that way too often.
This time it actually works, buddy.
I know, but it's freaking me
Yeah.
out. It's so way too often for it to be this.
This
like
is
an actual
Hattie on the other side.
thing. Yeah.
I jump through and all you guys hear is just me singing "Free Falling" as I like jump through.
All right, Zach, you have an action before the goo monsters go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch one.
I'm gonna punch it.
All right.
For the record, I really don't feel comfortable with the fact that you guys are left there with like no magic.
We know.
All right.
Meric coyly toys
you gonna
in his
roll?
goatee.
No, it's eased by one.
All right, then one goes.
Not
All right.
that one.
Not that one.
One to my
I liked
left.
that one.
Yeah,
The
that one's
other
friendly. That
one
one's
was
got like a
pink.
stripe.
He brings that one with him.
Ooh, can we keep one? This one's kind
This
of
one
cute.
I call Winky. Yeah, he does that.
All right. So they go, and this one moves directly towards the portal. This one goes to Zach. This one goes to Alex. And so Zach and Roach both need to make speed defense rolls at difficulty 1. Alex, speed defense rolls at difficulty, or 1 speed defense roll at difficulty 2.
And I am trained.
So yeah, everybody's just got to get a 3 or higher.
I rolled a 19.
You're fine.
You said
It's like
difficulty
trying
one?
to crawl up your leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly peeling them off and putting them, like setting them on the ground, not even roughly. Just like, no. The other one crawls up the other, like, no.
No. Okay.
Stop it.
All right. They've gone. So the 3 of you can simultaneously walk through, or you can continue with your Canadian superhero standoff. For you, no.
I hold my hand out
I'm gonna be last.
to Zach, or no, so sorry to Roach, who's on my left or my right rather. As one,
Okay. Yeah.
Brothers?
Let's do it. I look to Zach and I'm like, come on, Zach. Let's go.
Yeah, bros, let's go.
The portal's only so big, so you're sheared off at the forearms.
we come through as a writhing mass. We are one now.
So powerful.
All right. You all come through. The portal on the other side is still open, but it's clearly being degraded as those creatures on the other side are pulling energy away, and it slowly drops down, smaller, eventually disappearing. While this is happening, groups of men and women in suits are coming down the ladder, trying to like speak with you and what is going on and so on.
Because we scanned it 5 times.
And you are you're hustled out of the basement area, out of the high school, and on the field outside of the high school you can see several like large vans marked on the side with solstice security, and the area is like full of activity. There are people like real like X-Files G-Man suits and sunglasses at night, like keep like creating a perimeter. All of the Argent hold people that you had incapacitated are like lined up and cuffed, and you see Mr. Fairbanks kind of like leaning and speaking to some of these agents.
Fuck yes. Oh, I'm so jacked.
And like a helicopter flies by overhead.
So, is it just like anybody can do anything right now, or are we in initiative still?
No one. Yeah. You can do whatever you like. It's
Hold
no
on.
longer initiative. You're sort of hustled out into this area.
Okay.
There's a very clear moment where the doors to the high school open, and the 5 of us walk out in slow motion, each through an individual door, and walk down the stairs.
Yep.
It like as people are like streaming around, but we're in slow motion. We have to. There's no way we don't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's the slow motion look, and like a bunch of people sort of look towards you, and that's where Mr. Fairbanks kind of like looks, nods, and starts walking towards you.
Each of us is slightly manifesting one of our powers.
And I go up to Mr. Fairbanks and I'm like, who's in charge here? Who's the boss?
And he says,
Tony Danza.
you know, I'm not even certain right now. There's so many agents here from the trust.
Would you
Never
say there's-
seen a mobilization like this.
Would you say there's 5 times the amount of agents you're expecting? Maybe, like just to ballpark it.
Ruby just goes up to whoever's wearing the nicest shoes.
Okay, yeah.
Weirdly walking around.
And there's
no,
this
totally. It's a thing.
really
Get away from me.
there's this like guy who's just really nondescript, a little bit of a receding hairline, but he's got like a tablet and he seems to be checking some things off, and then like as you're moving up towards him, he turns and looks at you.
So are you in charge here?
Yes, I'm the one in charge.
So here's the thing. We just saved everything. Don't worry, we got it under control. And what I would like in return is a national holiday in all of our names.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing you, and I'm understanding what you're saying. And he goes down to his tablet. He says,
I would like it to be in the summer so people could like have barbecues and
What
stuff.
a ballsy move! Right out the gate.
no,
So
that's
here's what I
really
want.
good. And so, as I understand it, you all experienced an extra-dimensional event. Okay, excellent. Good job stopping this apparent incursion and these people. We thank you for your service.
We're called the
And-
Meddlers.
I'll add that to the notes.
Like people who meddle.
And your cell phones all have enabled Bluetooth. That's good. He clicks something on the on the tablet.
Shoot, guys, I forgot my phone!
Roach, she said don't!
I know, she reminded me, but then it was like the cool moment where you were like, you ready to go, man? And I was like, yeah, Zach, you ready? And then
Oh,
we're
I'm
like,
sorry, I distracted you.
no. Ah,
Roach, she just erased our phones. It's fine. I'm gonna flip open. I'm gonna
Oh.
open my phone, assuming it's erased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
hey, so
holiday-
listen, man. My phone's in another world, just so you know, okay? Anyways.
And then there's a moment where somebody panics, and one of the like little red single-eyed creatures is like crawling across the grass, and like all of these agents like appear over it.
I
They're
bolt
really
right towards it and
goofy.
punch it. No eyeballs here.
Is a backlash being carried out on a stretcher? Is he looking better?
He sure is. Yeah, he's being carried on a stretcher.
He's probably
I'm
getting like super preferential treatment.
I'm still super high as a kite, and I'm gonna run over and be like, "So, like, do you want to go get donuts sometime?"
And he kind of looks and he's like,
My name's Hattie Stone.
how old are you?
Whoa.
Enough.
How old are you?
Look at that.
Sorry, too old.
Wow.
I mean, if
Hattie kills him.
if his mask had ever come off, I'm sorry, he's college aged.
Whatever.
But he was on Teen Beat.
Yeah, Team B, like.
It's not age is a number, Meric.
In this
fine.
case, there is a legal thing here.
I'll find you in 5 years.
There you go.
5 years.
5 years.
Well-
Yeah, I thought you were 16.
Wait, 2 years.
Eh.
I have a 5-year plan.
So, as you're as you're sort of like being debriefed, somebody brings blankets for you. Dr. Danthris is trying to take as much of the heat as she can and let you all sort of like deal. You suddenly hear, "Rah, rah," and you see that the limo has pulled up into the parking lot. And Rochester steps out and opens the door.
Oh,
Oh fuck! I stole that. I totally stole that. That's Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to jail.
Yo, Rose!
Ruby!
Yo, it's your butler.
Remember,
Hey,
yeah,
dude, you're not gonna believe what just happened, man. We totally just went into another dimension and fought these little goo monsters.
Very good, sir. Please. You are minors. They cannot hold you. We will have legal counsel dispatched as necessary in the morning, but until then, it's after your bedtimes.
It's okay. Don't worry. Every time they tried to talk to me, I just kept saying different dates that I thought the holiday should be on.
Nice.
So don't worry. And I also specified that it needs to be a holiday that falls on a Saturday. Like, it's one of these set holidays. It's not a moving holiday. Like, nobody wants this on a Tuesday.
Yeah, duh.
So don't worry, guys. I got it all under control.
Hattie gets in the back very pouty, muttering, "People gotta stop telling me I'm a minor today."
First of all, why do you set a holiday on a Saturday, Amanda?
Okay. On a Friday. It's always on a Friday.
Yeah,
There.
like the
There.
third Friday of a month or something, like
Yeah.
Easter or
Well,
whatever.
you set it on a Saturday because you're teenagers and you have to work on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the world or in the country is like, what moron put the Meddlers Day on a Saturday?
Meddlers Day should exist. It's wonderful. That's the wonderfulest day I've ever heard. Meddlers Day. It's like better than April Fool's. It's amazing.
It's a
All
definitely
right,
day where you
so-
get people's business.
Everybody gets into the back of the limo and Rochester drives you away. There's that beautiful sort of moment where the camera pulls away. Hattie is pouting.
Everyone else is unconscious.
Hey, you guys want some mini donuts?
I was
Because I'm
gonna
gonna boot this thing up, man. I'm
Except
so
for
freaking
Rose.
hungry.
Who's
Yeah!
super jacked? Who's like watching the donuts as they're moving? Just,
Um,
Oh
So-
yeah,
Not
man.
the McDonald's, guys.
yeah, did
So-
we get? What are the? I know we stole
the
the car,
nuggets
but
are
Nuggies?
here. The nuggets are here.
Oh, he's
Nuggie party!
the best butler.
We eat
Ever.
ourselves into comas.
All right. So, as we do with pretty much all of our one shots, we epilogue our characters. We say goodbye to them. So,
Nope.
Who wants to start? What happened to your character?
We'll find out later. Straight up review. I'm gonna refuse you, sir. I usually play along. I'm not gonna.
This is kind of heartbreaking.
Like
So I'm not doing it.
how far do we have to go? Can we just do like
Yeah.
in a month?
Yeah, whatever you like.
I would.
A month is great.
Like
A month?
the weekend.
I
Go
mean,
home, have a nap.
it's like there's the fade to black. 1 month later.
Yeah, I can't even because what about the like comments hitting the city where the rest of the superheroes were at?
Oh, back over in
So,
Catch
like-
City, there's definitely an alien invasion going on,
So
but the
there might not be a
superheroes
month.
fight it.
There might not be a month.
No, it's
Only
pretty
I'll
normal
lie for
a
another
superhero
week.
world.
They've
Yeah.
got it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know, does Dr. D get fired?
No, the with the like she cooperates very well with this group called the Trust, and I mean the Trust. It's a weird thing. Like it says Solstice on all of their vans. Nobody said the Trust except for Mr. Fairbanks. But yeah, when you show up to school on Monday, everything is cleaned up and Dr. Danthris is teaching.
All right. Well, then I can do a little bit for Hattie. Hattie takes down all of her backlash posters.
Oh.
She's pretty heartbroken she got rejected. But she gets her first ever A in class, somehow in science. Go figure.
Every
Her
test
mom's
we hand
very
in.
happy.
Okay, so Ruby like sleeps like all weekend, hardly does like anything. But goes to like the library and takes like all of these books out, like anything. Like Ruby's like full on and trying to learn more about magic now. And now like in her backpack, one side has like the skateboarded and one side has like the staff. Like Ruby's just carrying it all the time. She's like, I don't know when people are gonna attack.
I have a laser staff now.
And then in science, like no patience, does not care about her. Like Ruby gets her first ever F.
No, she still gets an A. She deserved an F.
She deserved an F.
I just like write on stuff like I should teach this class, and then like nope.
You're dumb.
Dr. D starts telling you, why don't you just not come? Just don't come to class. It's fine.
That's fine, because I could teach it, obviously.
I only call her Deborah from now on.
Wow, we're assholes.
Straight up.
Oh yeah,
refused.
but we're 16-year-olds that feel like we're now smarter than our teacher.
It's not that I feel like I'm smarter than her. It's just that she was doing all sorts of weird, nefarious shit involving people with powers, regardless of what possibly might have been a moral intention. She was doing weird shit, and we caught her in it and saved her ass. So, moral high ground.
Also endangered her ass by making that portal unstable in the first place.
Okay, first of all, she was chained up, so saved her from that, first of all.
That's true. That is true.
And then weird things happened and the portal destabilized.
Weird
Did
things.
she die in the disabled portal? No, I don't think
No,
she did.
just Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow.
Did she die, though, or did she just float away forever?
No. She eventually finds creatures and eats them.
What?
So she doesn't even die.
She doesn't die.
She's an
I epilogue Stephanie as she flies through the air and like one of the red goo creatures is by her and she's like, ah!
And she like, there's like a portal snaps open around her and she ends up in a different...
You know,
I
it's
want to
actually
watch that
hungry.
show. That sounds
Alright.
amazing.
Right? I was instantly intrigued by my own idea.
Yeah. All right, Corey, you got a thing for Zach?
So, no, I don't know.
All right.
He was
Zach just sleeps for a week.
yeah, and he's like, still just like being the hero of them all. Until he
Hero
hits the
of
big-
them all or hero of them all?
the-
Does he make a costume?
yeah.
Do we make There's no way we don't make
Absolutely.
costumes.
I mean, there's no way you don't make costumes.
Montage. I mean, there's no way. What's the butler's name?
Rochester.
Doesn't make us costume.
He's like surprisingly good at sewing.
Of course.
We're just like gluing shit together, and then he comes in after us and like fixes it with stitches.
No, he just opens a
Adds
side
Kevlar.
door and there's like dummies with like movie quality costumes on them and we're like, what the fuck?
It's like,
I've been
so
gluing
I've been
glitter.
developing them.
is it Batman and Robin or Batman Forever when they run out and the costumes are just in the trunk? There's the new Robin one. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Nope.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Batman Forever.
Rochester, like, yes, I started working on those the first time Mr. O'Neill posted to TikTok showing his powers.
And probably all of ours.
Yeah.
You always believed in me, Chester. You knew I would become a hero. You're the best man.
It
Or a
does seem to
villain.
be the way the world is going.
It's real easy going, Rochester.
He's
He
the
stole his
freaking
car and he's like,
best.
I better still show up
I
and
love
save them.
him.
Yeah, no, he
Right?
walked all the way here.
With bags and bags of
Bags
chicken nuggets. And his milkshake.
His milkshake.
It melted.
No, he drank
melted
that
'cause
like
he was
right from the
carrying
get-go.
all- He's like, that's fair.
Okay, so
Okay, I think I have something
yeah,
for Roach.
go for it.
So Roach learns the power of friendship. No, I'm just kidding. Well, he does, but he always kind of knew that power. But he takes some time to quietly reflect by sitting under trees and like contemplating life and stuff. And he's like, I really like overcame a lot of things. I grew as a person, and maybe I think I need to take a break from social media and just like focus on me, because that's what's important, and my friends. And I think he's going to recommend to Chester, like on top of the costumes. It's so funny that you said that, Meric, because I was thinking that the basement that used to be like a movie theater gets transformed into like our hero lair, and it's got like the costumes and a snack bar, and
Fuck
it says
yes.
like Heroes of the Reef. It says the Meddlers, and it's got like all this stuff.
Mini donut
And
machine.
it's got,
Nugget
like,
machine.
Yeah.
the nugget machine, and it's got memorabilia of like a weird, gross, like blue tentacle thing from one of those things we defeated, and it's like carbon like infused, like frozen into this like nitrous tube thing, and it's like the first
How'd you
thing we
get that?
defeated. I don't know, it was like on me when those things exploded.
No, Rochester went and found them.
Yeah, he did. He
amongst
confiscated
the
it from those agents. Yeah,
Yeah, he just
"Don't
walked
touch
up
that."
and took one and looked the guy in the eye, and they were like, "Okay, I don't know."
Oh, and it
He
definitely
just like
has,
threw a wad of money at their face.
Yeah, just a briefcase full of money, and he just walked.
Does it have
definitely
a
has-
pole we can slide
oh.
down?
Of course it does. Has to, right?
Yeah. And,
And a
this
slide.
Huge. I'm just gonna stop talking. I was like, fuck off. Sorry, guys. Okay. It definitely has those huge beanbag chairs, like those beanbag chairs that are like the size of a couch.
Those
It has,
sumo
like,
ones,
Sumo,
right? Like
yeah.
I know which one. Yeah.
Mhm.
It does. And yeah, and then it's just like our after school like hangout place, and like I'm imagining Ruby's like studying her magic in there, and Roach is just like he's like, guys, somebody punch me real hard because I think I figured out my powers. Like if I get punched or hit with something, then it like reverberates back or whatever. So I think that's what it is. I'm not sure though.
I was thinking that Roach makes us this amazing clubhouse. Alex actually brings in like the CB radios that catch up emergency calls so we can actually do something.
All right, guys, if we're gonna be heroes, let's actually be heroes. I mean, we've been hanging out in the basement for 2 weeks now, and basically have only been eating donuts and talking about how cool it was when we were in another dimension, which I agree is cool. But there's a lot of things happening in the city.
And
Maybe we could do
nuggies,
so.
Alex, and nuggies.
Guys,
Yeah,
Alex,
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, there's nuggies. That's great.
I mean,
Wait.
things going
No,
things
you
going
go,
on
you
in
go.
the city. Backlash leaves the Sentinels and goes on a solo career.
What? He's so shitty, though. He got captured instantly. What he did was dodge 2 teenagers and then instantly be captured and incapacitated, so...
I mean, by a group of like 8 wizards, like let's give him a little credit.
Okay, 8 wizards who were defeated by 5 teenagers.
8 wizards with a bunch of planning that they made a giant trap.
I'm just saying, he was so shitty that he couldn't stop that. And he was so fast, he couldn't get away from it.
Anyways,
But yeah, I was just gonna say, Alex, don't you know that like in all of the movies, the heroes have to like, they have to like montage and train, and like Ruby's over here learning magic, and I'm over here getting punched over and over to see like what might happen, and like I don't even know what my powers really are yet, and like we're training, man. Why do you gotta harsh on Mellow?
Master Roach?
You know what? You're right. Let's just chill.
Yeah, I feel like maybe tomorrow we'll take on one of these jobs.
Yeah.
But for now, we've got
Alex
some
turns up-
mini donuts. Who wants mini donuts?
Alex
We're
turns
bringing
off
them around.
the police scanner. We can find crime tomorrow.
Oh, gross!
All right. Anybody else?
Alex gets hit in the side of the head
cool
with
mask.
a candy bag of growth.
Ooh.
Any
Love
other
gummy
epilogues?
Alex definitely becomes way less of a stick in the mud.
Yay!
Starts eating candy a little more freely. Listens to some old tracks that Ruby recommends.
Oh yeah, we have like the best record section in this basement. Like it is.
Oh, yeah.
just
A big
packed.
vinyl wall.
And I have it like all organized. And when I'm like, hey guys, like I'll grab it for you. Like let me.
And we're like,
grab
we
it."
know. No one is touching it. You. No one even moved when the record ended.
Because like I have it organized in what music I like in different moods. So like it's gonna be really tough for you guys to figure out where a specific album is.
Yeah, we're not even Ruby. No one touches the wall. We get it. It's been like 3 weeks. No one has touched the record. You don't need to explain to us every time we come down here that you need to curate the record. We get it.
Alex,
Yes,
don't
it's
touch
fine.
it, man. Alex.
No one is.
Touch
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
Alex, back up, man. That's Ruby's special place. Everybody, stay away from here. I swear.
And also I just want to say there's like signs and labels for everything that Topher's
Way
written
too
out.
many.
And it's
For
like
no one touching
this-
it.
yeah, like for no reason. It's like where the TV is, it just says like the Heroes TV, like the Meddlers TV, and then like the Ruby space. It's like Ruby's special music space, and then the snack bar just is like snacks, you know, just like
With an X.
handwritten little signs.
I feel like Alex and Hattie learned some, like, we're very similar along our adventures together. We go running together and, like, spar, keep ourselves active.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for the campaign.
Thank
I
you.
don't want I refuse, sir. She
Uh,
refuses.
It was fun.
So let's do the giveaway for our lovely viewers. Thank you
Yay!
for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for coming every week.
Yeah. Today, your special word to type in is teleport. Teleport. Oh, the giveaway is now closed for entries? Okay, never mind. Moobot's
That
working
was
on
bad.
it. Yeah, there we go. Woo! And so while that's going, I mean, thank yous to everything. Thank you, wonderful players. So amazing to run this game for you. And to have this going on for the last couple of months. This was super cool. As we got it all prepped and going together. Thank you, of course, to the sponsors, Roll20 and Monty Cook Games, for supporting us and doing this. And Roll20 is hosting us, which is pretty cool. Thank you to Kidney Boy and Heroic Maps for letting us use your maps.
It's a gas
Thank
mask,
you.
Kidney boy.
Yeah. Thank you to Fix It Neon and Mindbender Supreme for the various music, and Michael Ghelfi for the ambiences. Our character art done by Allie Greenway. You can find her at honeybell.art on Instagram. The various banners that we did on social media, and our logo done by Andrew Wedman, who is _Wedman, WEDMAN, on Instagram. Thank you very much to the writing team, which was me and my brother Adam U. Stewart and Grace Struth. And thank you, extra special thank you to Corey and Amanda for doing all of our production and making sure that we were on Twitch and that we have these lovely boxes and art for everything. So, I mean, it was a whole bunch of stuff that came together to do this, and it was great.
And you're right. It was too much effort to only do a few episodes. So we should probably turn this into maybe a 2 or 3 year campaign. I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
We'll see. Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Yeah, let's close it up.
I don't like any of what I'm hearing.
The giveaway is now closed.
Oh, Moobot. Brrrr. Drum roll. That's a
Drum rolling.
And the winner is Tauntaun Nicole.
Congratulations,
Yay,
Tauntaun
Nicole!
Nicole! Woo! That is awesome. Good job. And so I will connect with you.
Is that our Nicole?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Nicole.
Ah!
Yeah. And so I'll connect with you
Sorry,
and
Amanda.
we'll get you your 25
I fight
Dollar
Vikings
gift
with
card.
her.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, like as a good segue, Nicole was recently on our 7th Sea one shot, which will be coming out in a couple of months. So saying the things, you can find us in some combination on Massive Damage Adventures, on various podcast places. We do an actual play one shot once a month, and then we do review games with a whole bunch of things, and it's always a different game and it's always a different group of players. Usually it's me running it, although our next episode that comes out tomorrow is the first part of an Alien review game, and we have a guest GM. Sharia Krutbosch came in to do that for us, which is super awesome. And then next week, we've got a Mouse Guard game coming, and Manuel Zuniga was the GM for that slot, which is pretty cool. We also do an ongoing D&D campaign featuring most of these players, which is called Rise of the Ancients, also using Arcana of the Ancients by Monty Cook Games. That is found on Massive Damage Campaigns, which is another podcast.
So come get us in your ears.
Yeah, if you like this,
no.
keep finding keep finding more. Follow us on Twitter at SkyhammerK, Skyhammer Press on Instagram, and then I already mentioned the Patreon earlier, patreon.com/SkyhammerPress. Anybody else want to say any things as we wrap this up?
Way to go, Meric!
Yes. Thank you, Meric.
Thank you, Meric.
Thank you, Meric. That was
Scientists
awesome.
don't know why scorpions are illuminated under black lights. They can't figure out why. But if you shine a black light on scorpions, they will illuminate in the desert. People believe
They are discovering. Yeah, go.
They believe it's because they can sense the amount of UV radiation through the sand, so they know when it is daylight or not.
They are discovering that a lot more animals than they thought have bioluminescence.
Yeah.
This is the random thing you wanted to say?
It's just, he said you could say stuff, so that's just a fact that I really like.
Platypuses have bioluminescence.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
No, that's how we end games sometimes, is some strange animal facts, which my brain is filled with. So
I'm just looking over at the chat, and I do want to point out that, yes, Nicole was a bear in our Pirates game.
One time she tried to hug a bear in our Vikings game.
Yeah, there you go. It has a
Are we-
pea-glow gene similar to a jellyfish.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. This was
This is
so
definitely
much
still
fun.
going on the internet.
Everybody, thank you so much. Viewers, thank you for watching. Players, my goodness, I had a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
It was an astoundingly fun adventure.
That was Heroes of the Reef.
I cannot wait for us to play it continuously.